Maze, what the fuck's going on?
What's good, my guy?
Excellent. It's another rainy fucking Saturday here in Los Angeles. Thank you for braving the elements to get here.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Listen, ain't no rain gonna keep me from this, bro. You said some free drinks, so I'm pulling up.
Help
Word.
yourself.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you got it here already, right? Yeah. Tequila, tequila. Let's do it.
I haven't had a chance to try that Año yet, or is that it's a Reposado, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, man.
I haven't had a chance to try that yet. That was purchased for another guest earlier in the weekend.
I gotta be honest, I am a Blanco man, but like Reposado is pretty cool too.
From what I understand, that is a good sip in Reposado, so.
Okay. You gonna see.
Normally when I do tequila, it usually ends up being Blanco too, but it's just like,
Yeah.
it's what I had in the house. I thought I had a Blanco in the house, but
Nah, it's all good, man. Thank you. Thank you.
you're welcome. It's one of those things like I went to pull the Blanco off the bar. I'm like, nope, I guess I have no Blanco.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, man. I'm not complaining.
Are you New York based these days, or you said you're in Vegas now?
I'm in Vegas now. I've been living in Vegas for about a year, but I was New York based for sure.
How you liking Vegas?
Oh man, listen, it's definitely different from the East Coast for sure, man. Like the weed is legal now over there, but it wasn't for a long time, you know. So but yeah, bro, like the weed is legal. Great weed out here, you know. You got LA right next door, so that's always a plus. The beaches and all that, and then plus the girls and the industry, they all out here. They ain't on the East Coast, so.
I know, which is weird because like you'd think New York being kind of where a lot of this shit started way back in the day,
Yeah.
would have a massive fucking scene still.
Yeah, you would assume it would. I mean, I came from stripping first, so it does have like a pretty decent like stripping scene. Like that was good for a long time, you know. Then COVID hit or whatever. It's getting back there now, but yeah, it does have that. But as far as the porn, man, it's like, you know, there is some dope pro-am companies over there too as well. Can't say there's none. It's like two, but West Coast is where it's at if you want to get up there, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's crazy because New York is still a major hub for entertainment. Like there's so much of mainstream shit that's being filmed there. You'd think, oh hey, there's crews, there's cameras. Why is no one doing?
Get it going, right?
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know, man. It's just one of them locations, I guess, man. You just don't I don't know.
Maybe it's just in like the post Giuliani world where they crack down on all that shit. They crack down on production there too. I don't know.
Well, I'm not even gonna act like I know, man. I just learned the laws over here in California. I was trying to do a scene in public, and I'm heard like porn is illegal. I'm like, how the hell is porn illegal in California? Like, what the hell is going on?
Well, doing it in public, you know.
Well, yeah, it like in public, of course that, but they was like you can't film porn in here, and if you do, you gotta do it with a condom or something like that. I heard.
Okay, so
I'm just like, what? Like,
what happened was a couple years back.
Yeah.
Was it Measure D? I want to say they got it passed in LA County that it is mandatory condoms in LA County only.
Okay.
They tried to get Prop 60 passed in 2016, which would have been statewide condoms. It failed.
This is new information to me, bro. That's crazy. Okay.
And that all comes from the AIDS Healthcare Foundation is the major lobby against like the industry, and they really just want porn to die. They're just chopping away at it. They're just like, oh, first we'll do condoms, and then once the condoms passed, we'll get some more shit passed because it's fucked up federally. California and New Hampshire are actually the only places you can actually legally make porn.
Okay.
California comes from a 1981 state Supreme Court ruling. New Hampshire actually voted it onto the books.
Oh shit.
Nevada has a opinion from their state Supreme Court says, based on the California state Supreme Court ruling, we're not going to enforce it.
Gotcha.
But that could change
anytime, pretty
right.
much. Yeah, that's insane, bro. Like we out here shooting all this porn. It's just like it's like wow, I didn't, I didn't know it was like that.
Well, and it's one of those things where like it's crazy with the evolution of the obscenity laws and all that shit because it's like that's why porn have to have plot back in the day because you have to claim that it's an artistic expression, that
Gotcha,
it's freedom of expression covered by the First Amendment,
gotcha. Okay.
but it has to have artistic merit.
Yeah, it can't
be
just be a regular like just Gonzo. I'm assuming like you gotta
right.
put some.
But
Yeah,
but as society's changed, Gonzo's been accepted, but there are definitely still people out there trying to get laws passed that like, this has no artistic merit. Can't just be fucking on film.
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, in 2023,
That's crazy.
people are just like, who gives a fuck what two consenting adults are doing in the privacy of a studio, their bedroom, whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like that's their own body. I mean, but we are living in the time of like with the whole abortion thing, man. It's just like crazy. I don't know. There is a line. It's been crossed. I believe a little while ago. Honestly speaking, man.
It's weird to see where America's gonna end up with all this shit. Like, are we all gonna have to like run to Europe?
Yo, right? That's crazy.
I
Go
mean,
over to Europe, go over to Africa, some shit like that, man. People going back to, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
I don't even know where we'd end up in like Africa. It's like you can't end up in like North Africa. That's all like heavily religious states in a lot of cases. So they're not gonna be about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
South Africa's a wild place.
That's a wild one. I mean, they might be a wild, but that's definitely a wild place.
You
Yeah.
been?
Huh?
Have you ever been?
Nah, man. I had a trip planned one time, and then like I think no, it wasn't COVID. Something else like kind of like canceled, and then COVID happened, so it was like hard to get back on it. And then next thing you know, I started doing porn and stuff. So yeah.
I know South Africa does sex bows. At least they did back in the day.
Okay.
So like I don't know if they have recently, but I have friends that went down there specifically for like an ex-biz type deal.
Oh, nice.
So I have no idea if they are shooting shit down there, but
Hmm.
like what their laws are because it's wild once you get out of the States, like how lax a lot of places are about like what the laws are and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Very, very lax.
Like, and I've been to South Africa just for leisure, and like it's a wild, wild fucking place.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to. I don't know. I don't want to be in the wild. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
I mean,
I'll
like
definitely
it's
go
wild.
visit.
It's wild urban. Like I didn't go out and do a safari or anything.
Gotcha.
I just hung out in Cape Town. And it was just
Gotcha.
like this place is crazy. Out at a bar and like some dude, begging for money, fucking set up like a limbo pole, like maybe less than half a foot off the ground, set it on fire, and then limboed under it in front of all of us, and then was like, money.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's talent right there, man. It's a lot of talent that come from these streets, man.
Yeah, I mean, especially if, like you got talent and like, oh hey, I can make a living doing this. I can survive on this. So like, I understand you were a breakdancer back in the days. That like you started similarly, like
Yeah, I'm speaking from experience here, brother. You know what I mean? I'm speaking from experience. My whole like high school experience, man. Like my grandmother was great. Like it was me and my three sisters. And so she didn't really have to like focus on me because I would just go downtown Times Square a couple days in a row and I'm good to go. Like I'd be good. But yeah, man, it's a lot of time that come from them streets, man, and it's like it's kind of overlooked in a sense because it's like they don't really have like the resume that like dude and Alvin and Ailey has or like stuff like that. So, but it's just like man, that guy is just as talented. He just had to focus on his bills. He couldn't pay for Alvin and Ailey. He had to come down to Hollywood or Times Square, whatever it was, to like make that money so he could like eat. You know what I mean? But like they kind of get overlooked. It's not like a hate thing, but like it's definitely a lot of talent. Yeah, man.
honestly, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think that is more of an opportunity to flourish in your talent because like you come from if it's less of a struggle,
Yeah,
people might have these expectations like, oh no, you're gonna go to college, you're gonna
yeah,
gonna get a 9 to 5, but it's like, oh hey, I have this ability to make my paper,
Mhm.
and like I'm gonna have to keep innovating on it to keep making that paper.
exactly.
So you're just gonna get more creative. You're just gonna do more creative things, and no one's gonna look down on you on it because you're making that paper.
Exactly. That's pretty much how like my career went, man. I was young. I was trying to learn the moves and figure it out, windmills and flares and shit. Couldn't really get it. I was like every other like kid, scrawny, bird chest, and all the older dudes said, bro, you got to work out, you got to do your push-ups. So eventually that happened, and here I am still doing that. You know what I mean? But like eventually, like you take those steps to grow those levels. Like you said, the better you get, the more money you make, the more you elevate, the more you can secure your future. So that's kind of just how I took that road, and it was just like next couple, 3, 4, 5 years later, I have my own crew and I'm just running things and I'm like making moves and like, it was cool. It was cool. Yeah.
What made you decide to step away from that, like stop running the crew?
So basically what happened with the street thing, I went like I wanted to become more like, I guess you could say, mainstream or like more professional with like my dancing. So I started doing like bar mitzvahs and sweet 16s and all that. So they would kind of book me these DJ companies out in Long Island and stuff like that. And yeah, I would go out there and kill it, bro, with like 13, 14-year-olds, killing it, like just jumping up and down to like tsunami and shit like that. And then eventually I get my own little time in the middle of the floor and put a show on, and the mom and the dad would love it. Like, it was a whole like phenomenal experience for about like the next maybe 2 or 3 years of my life, maybe even 4. But like after that, then transition out of that. Yeah, pretty much. But it was, bro, it was a great thing. Like going from the street, even in being in the street, like I probably danced for like, had to be at least like 300,000 people a day on like a summertime. It's just a whole bunch of different tourists just coming back, and we'll move locations, like, so it's just like by the time the end of the day is over, I didn't got cheered on by like thousands of people. It's just like, it feels phenomenal, bro. And then from there, going to bar mitzvahs, like, not even knowing how they work and getting there and getting praised by like a bunch of like people that used like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like all this money they spend and they want me to dance for this. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was just a great thing.
That's fucking amazing. And then like that's also like stage time that like most professional dancers would fucking kill for. Like think how many like, not that you're not a professional dancer, but like
I understand what you're saying. I understand. Yeah.
Classically trained.
Classically trained. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Like the classically trained dancer, I'm sure they spend so much time like in the studio practicing their art, but they're not out in front of an audience.
Yeah.
And it's a different show for any kind of performance when you're actually out in front of people and you have all that stage time. You just have such a leg up on those people.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's funny. I never really even thought about it like that. That's funny. And like, yeah, let's drink to that. That was cool. That was cool. Yeah, man. It's like every time I go out there, when I was out there, I used to treat it like it was my last performance. So anyone that knows me from that time, they know, like, bro, like he used to go hard. Like I still got scratches on my back from like 10 years ago, bro. You know what I mean? Like I like right on the bricks, man. Like it really wasn't one of those type of things. Like it wasn't work. It wasn't like practice. Honestly speaking, like I knew what I wanted to try. I had thousands of eyes looking at me, so the pressure was on. I had to, like, if I want to learn this move, I got to get it in front of this audience. And if I don't, I got to figure out how I'm going to land into something so I could transition out of my fall. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot.
So they don't know it's not part of the show.
Exactly. So it was just like, bro, like trying to get it and just like that pressure. Like I used to eat it up. I loved it. 9 times out of 10, if I try something new, I would catch it. And if I didn't catch it, like they wouldn't even know. Like, but like the people that's watching me, like, yo, he just like switched that whole move into this, bro. Like it's crazy.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And like, so that give you a real taste for like performing live and
yeah, pretty much.
Going forward, like, would you ever want to do any like the European sex shows where they allow like live sex shows in front of a whole like stage show? Imagine like being at an X3 and that whole audience watching you fuck.
I'm down. I'm so down. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so down. That's not even, and I know exactly what you mean too. Like they on stage and they're just like whatever, and like
it's a whole performance,
it's a whole thing. Yeah, I'm down. I'm so down. That'd be fire.
My whole time in the industry, I've never made it to like the European sex poses and shit like that. I want to.
Yeah.
It's like I've done so many of the US ones. Like that's why I'm not going today because it's like I made my rounds. I saw the people I wanted to be like, "Yo, what's up?" And
pretty much, yeah, got up out of there. Yeah, I haven't really done that either, man. The whole like European side of things is kind of new to me too. Like I see their stuff, bro. Legal porn is gangster as fuck. Like, bro, legal porno is gangster as fuck, bro. Those guys go hard, bro. Like literally. And it takes a certain kind of performer to be able to do that kind of stuff too. That's not for everybody.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That shit is not for everybody, man. But like.
When you're rubbing two dicks, it's like,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but you got to be locked in on what's going on, like with the woman. You know what I mean? Like to take that off. So that's not for everybody. But again, bro, it's just like they literally make some fire content, though. Like, and even the chick that's like, she's not half-assing it. She's all the way locked in.
Oh yeah,
she's all the way locked in.
Absolutely.
So they definitely make some dope shit out there in the UK. I would love to go out there and do a live show and even get booked in one of them little settings or something like that, man. That's a whole different vibe. It's kind of dope.
It's a wild, like, because I don't know if we could even I'm sure people produce similar stuff in the States, but I'm
Mhm.
not sure if it's technically legal. Like, might fall under
Yeah.
obscenity or.
No, I understand what you mean. Yeah, it might not. 'Well, I've been in a pretty deep, like, well, wasn't that deep? It was pretty big, a big orgy for like a certain company or whatnot, but it was like 11 people, think like 5 girls, 6 girls, 5 guys, something like that. It was pretty cool. But those guys out there, legal porn, go crazy.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
like one girl, 6 guys. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like we have variety. They just some same 3 hoes. You know what I'm saying?
it's craziness, and like in the modern world with like COVID dying down, hopefully we can get some more like cross. Like you make it over to Europe, go kill it over there.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully. I don't really know what their like restrictions are now with the whole COVID thing, and then like it's something new now. The pox, the monkey pox
Oh,
thing.
the monkeypox. Yeah, I think that was a flash in the pan. I think that's died down a bit.
All right, cool.
Hopefully,
Yeah, so like, yeah,
knock on
hopefully for real. So I don't know what it is, but hopefully that would be great. So I've been to the UK to like strip, but like to do porn, it's pretty dope.
How'd you end up in the UK to strip?
Um, how did I end up in the UK to strip? Oh, my boy 10. Shout out to 10. He's one of the dancers out there in Chocolate City. So he basically like I know him from like the States, but he was like one of those guys that like go back and forth and like, he was kind of doing that around uh older guy, so he been in the game for a minute. But like yeah, he brought me out there one time and boy oh boy. like like literally I kind of like so at this time in my stripping career, like I was dealing with like clubs in the US, so I was like not able to like get all the way naked or whatnot. And I wasn't really watching other performers either, so I don't know what they doing. I'm just like trying to get my stuff off. And I got cursed out like for not taking my underwear off. Not cursed out in literal sense, but like my boy Tim was like, "Yo, bro, why the fuck you take your pants off?" I'm just like, "Well, my underwear." I'm like, "I did take the underwear off. I took the underwear
Yeah,
off."
the thong and
Well, what I used to do was tie a bandana around my piece. Like so I just lay it across and just like under and right on top and then right around the balls and then like boop, if I'm saying so, just stay hard right there with the little bow on top. This shit was nice, you know what I mean? So like I had a little method, word. So did that, took the underwear off, had the bandana. He was like, "Nah, you had the bandana on still." And I was like, "You could do that here?" Like I didn't even know, but like they still pay me some like great money. They had that stage, it was nice. I left, got in the crowd and got raped in the crowd twice, 3 times maybe, who knows? Like, but like, yeah, the UK is cool. I even danced to Canada. Canada, the girls are great too. Like I recall getting out the vehicle and they was like standing in front with like posters. Yo, what? Like, let's drink to that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
oh yeah.
literally with like posters, man. Like, mm-mm.
So, any of these girls like try to find you when you get off stage? Like, yeah,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. It was definitely like a bunch of like after parties. Like, now there's all these after parties going on at like these hotels, like that don't even got like centers or rooms or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like these girls want to come back and throw a party. So that's kind of what it was or whatever. But it was, yeah, it was very memorable. Like in
So
Canada.
what?
Words.
Break it down for me. How did one of these after parties go down? Like, tell me a story.
I'll be real with you, man. Like it's basically like what you would get on a porn thing, but it's like women acting as if they don't want to. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a little cute. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like the porn style, like, come here, give me some pussy. Yeah, take this dick. Like, you know what I mean? Like whatever it is, like it's them like, oh, I don't really, cause I don't, but she's sitting right on my lap and she's grinding on my dick because she feel it getting hard. But she's like, I don't really, and I have a, because I don't, well, maybe just the tip. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then eventually it kind of gets there.
It's never just the tip.
You understand what I'm saying, man? Like, literally, like, it's just, I don't know. Like, it's cute after a while, but like, once it gets there and it's just the tip, like in Canada, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like sucked on the biggest clit I've ever sucked on in Canada, bro. No lie to you, man. Like, and it was just like fucking phenomenal because at this time I wasn't even really doing porn like that. I was still shooting OnlyFans, but I wasn't really in it. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really experienced to like all the different. I had a couple size clits, one that was a little big, but this it was like 2 knuckles, like really, bro, like 2 knuckles, like and like half a pinky or some shit, like super thick. I'm like, wow, what is going on? Ate the pussy for a while. It was dope. Super sensitive. She's going crazy. That shit turned her up, and she fucked me back good. It was just like one of those good experiences. Like, but like That's pretty much what it would be, man. Like, and then sometimes it wouldn't even be an after party. It's like once you dancing, you like, they'll come up and they'll feel it, and that's not real. Like, all right, well, check this out. Like and eventually it's just like in her mouth now. All right, well, fuck it, if that's what we doing. Like,
Right?
yeah, like like so after party, their party, bro. It can go either way, but Little Sis was like phenomenal, man. Stripping days were good, bro. Stripping days were good, honestly.
Would you ever think about going back to it, or?
Oh, I haven't left. I'm booked. Where is this? Where is this? I was talking to this guy the other day. I'm getting flown somewhere. I forget where exactly, but I'm getting flown somewhere to on the 18th, the 17th and the 18th of February for an event. I think it's down in Houston, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in Texas. Yeah, so I still do it here and there, but it's just like when that's all I had, I was like on it for sure, like taking everything I can, showing up, like dancing for free, like it's just getting my name out there.
But now that you're actually doing like porn, it's like do it occasionally to help keep the name recognition and.
I mean, money is money, man. I like to make money, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so if they're gonna pay me to show up, and that's kind of what it is too. Like, stripping is not like porn, and like I love this industry, of course, but like, yeah, porn definitely like when they book you, if they want you in their state, they're gonna pay for your ticket. They're gonna pay for your hotel, like the day that you land, the day you gotta do the event, and then so it's kind of like Friday they got a whole weekend booking for a hotel. Like you're not rushed in and rushed out. Like it's definitely like they take care of you in a sense because you're coming to like they want you to like put on a great performance. They want you to be comfortable. They want you to be like stretched out and well fed or whatever it is. So you're not like bullshit in the audience or whatever. So yeah, I recall like getting flown out a couple times. So I would definitely like not leave it. I'm not trying to leave it, So whoever's watching, y'all can definitely book me to strip. For sure. Y'all can book me to strip. I still could dance. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you're not working, what are you doing with yourself?
Man, listen. Nowadays it was different last year. I was kind of beating myself up mentally trying to like grow in this industry. But nowadays, man, I'll be real with you. I'm just enjoying life, bro, as much as I can. I didn't tap back into like longboarding and skateboarding. You know what I mean? Would never thought I did that, right? Exactly. So like tapping back into longboarding, skateboarding, man, working out. I'm getting ready for this competition show that I have coming up in May, I believe. What is it called? This tequila you got me drinking first thing in the morning. It's like that's in my memory, but like it's a bodybuilding show. I'm doing men's physique. It's gonna have a men's physique, like a portion of it. It's May 16th, I believe. So I'm kind of like after this, I had to do AVN, and then got the XBiz, X3. So, but after these two things, I'm like I'm gonna cut back on tequila. Get
That
focused.
tequila's good for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, not the way I use it. Not the way I use it. So, but yeah, man, I'm gonna cut back on the tequila a little bit and stuff like that. Focus on my body, on my diet, do that. But really, man, on my days off, I kind of work out. I'm like reading a lot more. I'm focused on like my content, stuff like that. I'm kind of like I told myself I wanted to kind of do it how the girls do, so I told myself to like book at least like 3 photo shoots a month. You know what I mean? Like do photo shoots and stuff like that, just like self-care stuff. Like yeah, man, pretty much. I'm just trying to make sure I like and content with myself and like yeah, pretty much, bro. On like the daily day. That's
I
all.
mean, that's the important things in life. Like, why put yourself through all the hassle and aggravation that comes with being in this industry if you're not
Yeah.
trying to enjoy life?
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. I mean, I have a lot of goals that I'm working that I have to get back on, of course, because I had to take some time off for the mental and like my spiritual, of course. But like, yeah, once we're done with like this weekend and these expos, and oh yeah, I'm nominated for 6 different categories for the XBiz.
Congratulations on that shit.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So I had to come out here and just like do this. So once I'm done with the expo stuff and like the award stuff, I'm definitely like knuckling down and getting my people the content they need to get my website up. I just signed the contract with some new webmasters or whatnot. They're doing that for me. I got my own podcast coming out for 2023 as well.
Tell the people about it.
Yeah, well, it's in the works. It's definitely in the works. But I have a podcast coming now. It's gonna be called Goatish. Sitting down trying to figure out what's everybody's goat features because we're all goats in our own way, man. We all have great talents and like great things that we're great at outside of like being a piece of meat for like the public eye. You know what I mean? Like just like me being a breakdancer, it's a bunch of like of these chicks that like are great with like instruments. One girl I know, she played the piano at a party, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you know how hard it is to play the piano, bro? Like, this shit is crazy. So it's just like, tapping into what make people human. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, and I said this shit about this industry all the time. This is the like land of misfit toys. Like, this is
yes.
where a bunch of people that have a bunch of talent and other things like ended up like. I know this day and age, like with the younger chicks, like some of them do like day one, like, oh, I want to be a porn star. But like, I'm an older dude, people in my generation. It's not like this is what you said on career day where you wanted to end up.
Yeah, that is not what it was. Yeah, definitely what it wasn't the first thing. Like don't get it wrong. Of course, it's like it's fun, it's lucrative. And honestly speaking, like getting into it, like what shocked me, it's a lot of love in the industry. Like there's a lot of like funny shit too. But like once you like get in and people start to respect you and like respect your craft, they definitely don't have a problem showing you love and speaking well about you and like passing your name along and like just being great people. Like.
Oh, definitely. Because this is such a small industry, and it really, in a lot of cases, has to be us versus them.
Yes, that is correct.
The conservatives, which is kind of wild that there are actually some pretty conservative people in this industry.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it is.
Like, but the way I look at it is like they've just been old and rich for too long, and like now I'm conservative. Like, motherfucker, you're a sex worker.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
the people you are supporting want to take away your rights and take away your livelihood.
Yeah, that shit sucks too. That shit sucks.
There are so many exterior factors that like external, not exterior, external factors that want to come against us in this industry. Like, they just want to take away our livelihoods, take away our freedom to create what we want to create.
Yeah.
And so we have to look out for each other.
We have to for sure. Like I was talking to this one girl the other day. I think she came across some guy who was like trying to scam her, but like he was playing like the boyfriend role, and I'm just like, yo, that don't look too. That looks like something I might have did in high school. You might want to watch that guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
What we lovingly refer to as a suitcase pimp.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so it's just like, man, you might want to watch that guy. Like, he's not really in your best interest. I don't think he really respects what you do as a sex worker. He's probably just riding along because the ride is comfortable because you're a sex worker. You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
like, yeah.
He's like, I'll put up with your shit because I get to play Xbox Live all day and not have to put any work in.
You know what I'm saying, man? So it's just like we definitely have to look out for each other. But she's an actual friend, like we shot content before, of course, but like we're not even like we can't even flirt with each other. It's just like one of those type of like vibes,
And that's the beautiful part about this industry that like is so different than the rest of humanity.
Oh yeah,
it's like, oh hey, there's plenty of people like you can hook up with, you can shoot scenes with, you could be quote intimate. And then it's just like, yo, you want to grab a beer, just chill? Like, it's no big deal. Like, the rest of society puts so much fucking pressure on sex, and we just like, no, this isn't how it has to be.
Nah, it doesn't. It definitely does not, man. Like I don't like for me personally too, man. Even when like I've walked on, I don't know if the people know I've been around for only 2 years. Well, I've been on OnlyFans for a while since like 2016, but like I started shooting my own stuff in like 2019. Went to AVN 2020. The year was shut down. Got in really like 2021 was like my real first mainstream scene, and then like boom, here I am. So it's like I haven't really been around that long, but I've been on like a bunch of mainstream sets, whether it's like Naughty America, Dog Fart, Brazzers. I shot for Brazzers maybe like 50 times already. Reality Kings, you know what I mean? Like I shot one Bang Bro scenes down in Florida, like whatever. Bro, I'm Adam and Eve, like you know what I mean, bro. So I've been around. So
that's the beautiful part about being man talent. Like once, like this dude's reliable, this dude's not a piece of shit. They book you a ton. Like
that's how I know the industry gives that love, But like even when I'm walking on set for these companies, if I don't have a vibe with this woman, like the sex is very awkward. It can possibly show in a scene, and that can possibly like ruin the relationship between you and the company as a male talent, So like for me, it's like building that relationship and like getting to know the model, like opposed to just walking in and being robotic. She like I put my pants down, she get on her knees. It's just like wait a minute, come here, stand. Let me just like switch it up, eat some pussy, lay you down, like you know what I mean, like get a vibe going. So because we're all human, like yeah.
And the chemistry shows on film.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. So if it's none of that, then like they probably won't even call me back. They're gonna call somebody else, like and like get somebody else in here that can like that has experience and knows how to like work a room and open up, have another female talent open up if she's having a hard time, be comfortable, be receptive. Like it's really a whole thing, man. Like the guys at home that watch, they don't get it. It's just like it's not that robotic vibe. Sometimes it is, but like for the most part, if you know what you're doing, if you care about the craft, if you care about the female talent. You know what I mean? Because she's laying there taking dick.
You have to.
Yeah.
They all talk. Like, you have a bad day on set with one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's going to know about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. But then again, like, if you have a bad day on set, like, you can't get up or you have a hard time down there, some shit, if you're not an asshole, she might like go against her rule about not sucking dick and might suck a little dick and get you some help, because you was kind of respectful or whatever the case. Like you didn't walk in being an yo, listen, I'm Mazee the Goat. You don't know who the fuck I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like
get my dick hard. Like
you know what I mean? Like, yo, I need some head. Like, what's up, baby? You gonna suck this dick? Like, that's not how it go, King. No. Like, you don't do that, King. Like, nah, come on now. She says she's still a woman, and that comes from like being a stripper though, and being in that strip club before the female strippers came in and talking to them after our show was done, and we kind of shared the same like locker room in a sense. So like being in that like area type gave me that like knowledge of knowing like they're sex workers, but they pretty much want the sex last. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, because they're sex workers. Like, hello, like it's right there if you really just take the time and just like figure it out.
Well, I like to say, like, if you're a fucking dentist, do you want to be in someone's mouth when you get home?
There you go. There you go. There you go. Literally, you probably don't even want to see teeth.
Right.
Don't even talk to me. Close your mouth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. Like, but I don't know. Some guys don't see it that way.
Well, no. They just see what they see. Unfortunately, is these women are the object of their lust.
Yes.
And they're like, oh no, she is an object of my lust. She just exists to please me. That's why, like, it boggles my mind when these motherfuckers are on the internet. Like, I love her. You don't know her.
You don't even. Yeah. You don't even know love.
Yeah. But the chemical release when you orgasm is what you know, and then you're attaching that to the image of this person who is a real fucking person who has real hopes, dreams, ambitions, like tastes, and like why the fuck this person might be horrible in real life, maybe wildly incompatible with you.
Exactly.
You don't love them.
Exactly.
You just love getting off to their image.
Exactly. I don't know, man. These guys don't get it. I kind of compare it to like just being a fan of like music artists and stuff like that. Like can't even to this day, I feel like my favorite rapper is Lil Wayne, and I listen to a lot of other rappers outside of him. I probably haven't even heard Lil Wayne in like 3 days, 4 days yet. But like, and I've been in the gym for like 3, 4 days straight. Probably haven't played no Lil Wayne. But every time somebody asks me, who's your favorite rapper? Lil Wayne. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, but like literally, like when he came out with a certain album, I think it was Carter 3, like, and I just like iPhones were like just starting to become like a thing. You know what I mean? Like
that's the album with Lollipop on it, right?
Yeah,
I
think it is. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
A little knowledge.
Yeah, so that's when like Carter 3 came out. I went and bought the fucking album. People were like transitioning from like I think Blackberries to iPhone.
Yeah.
So I could have cheated and downloaded it on my fucking Blackberry and had it on my Blackberry. I purchased that motherfucking album just because, and it wasn't even tangible. Like, it's on my iPhone. I don't even have the hard copy, but like I'm a fan of this man. You know what I mean? So like, let me spend my money on this Carter 3 album. You know what I mean, bro? Like, fuck that, bro. Like, but these guys that do the OnlyFans fans of these girls, they're not even. Like they like I know a lot of girls that complain about how these fans complain about prices. Why are you complaining about the price? If you're a fan, you're a fan. Support it. Say thank you for your craft and and move on.
At the end of the day, this is all business.
Yes.
If this person cannot support themselves doing their business, they're gonna have to support themselves doing something else. And if you are not helping support their business and you appreciate their content, it ain't gonna exist forever if they are not making money at it.
That is a fact. That is a whole fact. Let's drink to that. Let's pull up one to that one.
Now, my question is, you ever worried about like actually meeting like Lil Wayne or someone like an artist that you're into and then having that illusion?
It happened already, man. It happened last week. I swear to God. happened last week for AVN, man. So Brazzers threw a social event. You know, Brazzers, they have the little social events now at these expos or even like outside. They like might have something like just pop up randomly, invite only or like open to the public. This one for AVN was invite only. Shout out Brazzers for that one because that was a cool night, literally. So basically, they like invited Kalani and Steve. I don't want to like butcher his name. The DJ. Steve Aoki.
Steve Aoki, yeah.
Okay, cool. Steve Aoki and the female R&B artist Kalani. So I've like done a couple strip sets to Kalani's music. Kalani is like a big deal. Like you know, like so as I'm just mingling in the party, you know, we just happen to do one of these, and it's like that's a new. I like somebody new, like you know, like because I've shot for them a lot. I know damn near everybody in the party, so I'm just like, going around making my rounds, saying hello, mingling and stuff like that, you know, and happen to come across this one girl I just don't know who the fuck she is, and I'm just like, who the hell's? It's like, hold on, wait a minute. I know that's not who I think it is. So I turned to like the girl I was with. Yo, that's. And she's just like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh no, we should probably go over there because I'm about to fanboy out. I'm about to fanboy out. So I had to like go on the other side of the room. I'm like, I'm gonna go over here, have my drink over here, you know, whatever the case. And like, so y'all was with. She goes over and like brings her over to me. Oh no, she tells me to come in. I'm like, all right, cool. What's up? We about to go get some drinks or something or whatever. And she's just like, so Kalani, she wants to, and I'm just like, oh. Hello. Like, can we get a picture? Like, I don't know where to put my hands because I don't want to disrespect you, but I don't want to look nervous either. like, you know what I mean? Like, how do I do this? How do I don't do this? Like, yeah. So that happened to me like last week. She's definitely. I'm a fan of her music.
And
Her
she was
craft.
she was cool.
She's super cool. She's super. Like after that, we talked for a while. Like I guess like one of
Get
her.
the digits.
Nah. She don't swing my way. She swings the other way. I was told. You know. So
I bet you can hold the camera for her.
I mean, listen, I'll hold whatever she want me to hold. Straight up. I'll hold whatever she want me to hold. Literally, man. Her bag, her cameras, whatever she wants, bro. Word. Word. But yeah, we kind of had drinks. She ordered shots for us and all that, bro. She's a super chill vibe. Like, people like that are like super like respected by me because they have to deal with like that was probably the craziest. She performed at AVN, the award show. So I'm assuming her week was kind of like a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, so for her to still like be able to have like that like vibe to like be open to people and receptive and be chill like that, hell yeah, that's cool. Even Steve, I didn't get a chance to even like say hi to him. Was like, what's good, bro? But like you know, like he would like I think my the girl I was with, she kind of like spoke to him or whatnot. You know, had a good conversation. Like these fucking people are like people. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I mean that's the crazy part that most people like don't seem to realize. Like, oh no, these are all people.
Yes, that's
They're
dope.
all, and if like they're willing to play a porn party, like they're generally pretty cool people.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like, come on now.
Like there's definitely people that are like, oh, I can't do that. It'll hurt my, hurt my career, hurt my reputation.
Yeah, yeah.
But if they're like, no, put me on the billboard. I am fucking here.
Exactly. I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm showing up. I'm with the porn stars tonight. What's up? I took photos and videos and all that. She wouldn't even like, she's like, yeah, let's get it. Like, come on. I'm like, oh, God, boom, boom. Yeah, say what's up, guys. She gets in the video. What's up? Like, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, all right, let's get it. Like, yeah, she's super chill, man. Shout out to Kalani, man. Mad love, for sure, for sure.
So if, for whatever reason, the opportunity came along to like go on tour with her as a dancer, would you just be like, fuck porn for a minute, I'm going to go do this?
Oh, for sure. For sure, bro. That's the opportunity to like tap back into my passion, my first passion. My second passion was longboarding and skateboarding. My first passion, like, you know, kind of was like dancing. I kind of had to stop that due to an injury. And literally, man, like after I got done with the injury, that kind of brought me back from a very dark place that I was in mentally, you know. You go from being, I wasn't as like in as fit as I am now, but like at the time I was like very like in shape and on my way to becoming here. And like when I got the injury, it was like a hand injury, so I had to like take it off and couldn't do much. And I got very very skinny and very like lost a lot of weight, couldn't dance, lost all the moves that I had. You know what I mean? Like it was just bad. So like I was going through a bad depression. And then I ended up picking up a longboard one day. I forget whose it was. Had to be like somebody that was like a friend of mine somewhere downtown or something. Like a lot of the guys had them at a certain point amongst us break dancers downtown. So like I picked up someone's longboard one day and it was just like no looking back, bro. Like I didn't even want to give it back to him. I'm like, yo, I'm about to take this at home with me, like literally, bro. And like this was around the time Hurricane Katrina hit. No, it was no. Up on the East Coast.
Is that Irene?
Hurricane Irene. And like, bro, I was like riding through the Bronx, no helmet, no nothing during Hurricane Irene, bro. Wet floors with a cast on my arm. Like
you're almost surfing,
bro. Like I fell a few times, but like from breakdancing, I know how to fall. I'm just whooping, I like pop up and like some stupid shit or whatever. You know what I mean, like? But like that, like literally brought me back from a very dark place that I was in, man. Even right here, I got like no, this is the lips. On this side, I have a skateboarder tattooed riding through Manhattan. So, but the irony is, it's a truck fit logo. Shout out Lil Wayne. You understand what I'm saying, bro? So it's just like full circle. Like my favorite artist, his clothing line. Like I pick up a skateboard, longboard, and like start riding, and like it kind of like bring me back to where I need to be to continue to live life, keep gain more weight, come back here, become a porn star, and change my name to Mazee the Goat. Like you know what I mean? Like so, it's just like that. Like literally put me on. Bro, I need to get back to like the skate park or something, man. It's making me hype right now just talking about it.
Is there any good skate parks in Vegas?
Like, honestly speaking, bro, I haven't like I've been so locked in on like my work, I just I haven't tapped in, bro, and I feel bad even saying that right now. I haven't danced in a while. I've been getting back on my dancing. You guys can follow me on TikTok and see all my like videos and stuff. Mazee the Goat, 2 E's, But like, yeah, man, I haven't really. I've been dancing, starting to get back into that, working out, never stopped. But like now, it's like time to like pick up that longboard again. I've been looking around for some. I'm shopping, I'm shopping for some. Yeah.
I mean, hell, that's gonna be an awesome setup for like some OnlyFans scene, like you at the skate park.
Oh yeah.
Teaching the girl how to skate, and then.
What if I told you I've already done it for Brazzers?
Well, shit. I guess I'm.
You know what I mean, bro? Listen, it's crazy, man. Like when I just laugh because like certain people, like yesterday, I'm at the expo and I'm just like walking around with Carmela Clutch. Shout out to her. She's like super cool. And everyone's like, "Oh my God, Carmela! Oh my God, Carmela! Oh my God, Carmela!" And then one lady turns to me and she goes, "Are you in the industry?" I'm just like, "Yeah." And Carmela's like, "You don't know who the fuck this is? Like, this is me." She's like, "Would you go on Brazzers and like who this is?" She like looks me up. She's like, Mazee. I'm like, that's the problem. I'm like, that's the issue here. Okay, got it. That's the issue. Like got it. The 2 E's, Mazee thing. Okay, cool. No problem. I'm gonna start just wearing a shirt that says like Mazee instead of Goat. Oh, yeah, this is my little Goat merch too coming out that I have the Goat shirt.
Oh, very nice.
See with my logo here. Yeah, but instead of having like just like Goat, I probably have like Maze across the top, or even Mazee, I guess.
Or do it like with the dictionary pronunciation on it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, pretty much. Mazz pronounced Maze.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, I like that.
I've been guilty of giving away good ideas on the show many times, so have it. It's all yours.
I appreciate you. Thank you. That's cool.
But yeah, like that's fucking amazing. Like you got this whole like all these passions, and they're like porn is allowing you to fucking pursue them.
Oh yeah, listen, bro, it don't stop there, bro. I done went to culinary school.
Really,
bro? Listen, so my thing before porn was like I never really had a safety net like doing the breakdance thing, and I knew that at like 16, 17. I was always like, my grandmother didn't want me to be no slack. She was on that shit. So I was like, I have no safety net. It's cool, but I do have to turn 20. I do have to turn 25. I got to turn 30, and I knew that back then. So, my thing was like, yo, just start doing a little bit of everything, a little bit of something, jack of all like trades type of thing, So, it was the dancing thing, and then I kind of like picked up stripping, but that was still kind of very physical, like just dancing, but not with my clothes on, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, what else can I do? I like to cook already, so I just end up going to culinary school and like end up doing that, did that for like maybe. I think it was like a 9 to 10 month program or something like that, and then we had to go for like extern, which was like maybe like a couple 100 hours. But it was cool. It was cool. I love cooking, man. Cooking is great. Like even now with like the whole like workout thing and meal prep, like when I go on a like full meal prep spree, that's a great day for me. I'm not gonna lie, I love it, bro. Like it is.
So look, what kind of cuisine is like you prefer? Like, what's your preference? Like, what's your specialty?
So all right, so In school, we did a little bit of everything. Um, I nailed my pork, which is what I don't eat. The irony. I don't even know how that happened. But like
Why
that
do you
was,
not eat pork?
it's not a religious thing. It's more so like if I don't have to eat it, I probably won't. You know, like
It's just
it is. I'm not gonna lie, it is, man. I used to eat some maple bacon. Like it was like no time. I can eat it any time of the day. You know, like but like now I'm just like, I'm good. Even now with the red meat, sometimes I don't even do that. I still eat it here and there because I kind of need it for like protein purposes. But
chicken gets old eventually.
very old, you know, very old. But definitely do like salmon, a little bit of red meat here and there, chicken. For me, I kind of eat for gains, man. So I just add sweet potatoes and brown rice to everything, you know, and then I play with the vegetables. I'll do either broccoli or asparagus, or I might do carrots or corn. Corn is like the healthiest. It's not, but like still it's
Gotta
going
have
it's
some
good.
variety to it too.
Yeah, you know, some kind of variety. So people think to eat healthy is like disgusting. You don't have to eat quinoa. Like you don't have to like go for like what's the like the
Kale or
well, I kind of do kale and spinach, but I put it in my shake. I don't. I would never. I can eat spinach raw. Kale, not so much. You know, I've tried it, not so much. It's disgusting. But like, I get it. But like in a shake, you know, with some peanut butter and like a banana, those two together, that's very overpowering. So it's like, I'll do that and like just load it up with everything healthy. You know. So yeah, that's what it is. I eat to like gain weight. So I don't really have a special cuisine, but if you guys are like trying to like bulk up in the gym, I would definitely recommend adding sweet potatoes to like a lot of your meals, and avocado. Like fats are good, but those are like the good fats. Those
yeah,
aren't the bad ones. You know.
not like how I eat.
Listen, I still cheat, bro. Like I still have
Well, you
my
have
like,
to.
bro. Listen, I am addicted to oatmeal cream pies. Oh my god, it's like bad. I can run through a whole 12 box in like a couple hours. I gotta force myself to put it down. It's bad. It's fucking bad. It's so bad. It's so bad, bro.
Oh shit!
And then what started culinary school too was my love for pastries. Honestly speaking, so I was like I was big on like Christmas and Thanksgiving, my grandmother would cook. So I would do the cakes and the pies while she do the food, And eventually I started watching her do the oxtails and stuff, and I'm like, how you do that? Well, how you do that? And then like, like I'm like 12, 13 doing this. I was even playing with my fucking sister's easy bake oven, like as a kid, like you
Nice.
know what I mean? Like literally, man. Like so as a long time food was like there, like it had to be a passion in some type of way. I was doing it for too long for it not to be. Yeah.
We got to get you on Cooking with Nathan. Nathan Bronson has his own cooking show on YouTube.
Does he?
Yep.
That's dope. I would like, yo, bro. Listen, have me on, man. I'm down. I'm ready. Word.
Because Nathan comes from a culinary background too, so
Okay.
he just decided like, oh hey, in addition to doing porn, I'm gonna do this.
Might as well, man. Might as well for sure. I mean, somebody was trying to have me do something similar where I do like a OnlyFans naked cooking type of thing, and I'm just like, I wouldn't want to burn my dick, like
Yeah.
oil splashing and like sauces and stuff like that. I don't know.
I can only imagine. It's bad enough when I cook bacon without a shirt on. So
You understand? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we can't do that.
My dick's still covered at least. Like,
yeah.
And like, I don't have to use my dick professionally. Like I heaven forbid, like something bad happens, and it's like, well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cancel. My dick's burned,
bro. Listen, you know how many shoots I've canceled behind hair bumps? I'm not even showing up with a hair bump. And like the women with experience know, like, oh, you're good, honey, you're good. I'm just like, I don't even want to like tell you the story. It feels funny. Like, hey, so just so you know, before we do this, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just feels funny. It's like, let me just wait until these hair bumps, like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I just don't like it, bro. I don't want to have to even explain why this looks how it looks and it shouldn't look. And I'm tested, and I went and got tested the other. Like, it's just, it's kind of like what's the comedian name? Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? Like, so how my shit is set up, I get paid on Thursday and then I can come out on Wednesday. Like, you know what I mean? It's just kind of weird. I don't want to explain. I'm good. I just like
you want to show up because you don't want her to be uncomfortable with.
That's what I'm saying. Comfortability. You know what I mean? So I'm good on that, man. I just sit out and take my L for those days. Yeah, man. I'm good.
Nature of the beast, unfortunately.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
It does.
It does for sure. That's like what people need to understand too. Like, just when you're shaving and not like waxing, that is an actual like possibility. Hair bumps, um, even other things too. Like, it's just
You get
like,
ingrown hair or some
yeah,
shit.
you feel what I'm saying? And grow hairs, like it happens. Like it definitely happens, man. It happens.
Oh my god, people. There are actually people doing this, not like that have imperfections, and it's amazing to me, like how many of these people, just like, oh my god, you're perfect. It's like, no, no, no,
No, I'm not actually. I'm not. No.
nobody's perfect. Nobody. Like every person you have spilled your fucking load to has some imperfections to them.
Yeah, man. They
Like,
don't get it. They don't get it.
yeah, when they're not under lights, perfect lighting, cameras, and the whole crew's job is to make them look good.
Pretty much. Like when you got a team of people behind you making you look good, like yeah, you have to like not even believe any of what you see.
Right.
Like
It's
literally.
and in no way, shape, or form, not saying that like a lot of the performers are fucking beautiful.
Oh, they are for sure. For sure. No, not yeah. Let me not yeah, you're right. Let's like fix that.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. They are very beautiful. Like a lot of them are. I see them behind the scenes. Like, a lot of them are very beautiful. Some of them I tell you don't even need to put that on. Like, like let me see you in your natural form. Like, cause that kind of like turns me on too. But like, like kind of like you said, like, yeah.
It's brought to an unrealistic expectation
Yeah,
level.
Yeah, for sure. It is. For sure, for sure. I don't know what it is. Like I said to you recently too, I was talking to Lainey, and she basically was trying to get me in on like another platform to speak about like mental health. Recently I was kind of going through a lot, just the industry, not focusing on my happiness, trying to become something that the industry needs me to become, so I can be where I can just accept my like awards and whatever it is, you know what I mean, man? Like whatever it is. But yeah, I think that's something that needs to be spoken about too. That's like something that's not really too like there's no light shined on that. Like all these things that like women and men go through mentally trying to uphold this image for like the fans, like and stuff like that. It's a lot.
Oh yeah, and it's something we've talked about on here plenty of times. Like this industry can be a very lonely place at times too.
Oh yes.
Like you had problems like dating and having like romantic life, outside of doing the thing. Like
that's one aspect, but like even like recently, brother, man, I'll be honest, I spent Thanksgiving and Christmas alone. That was a first for me. I've never been away from home. Even when I was like doing this, I would go back home. I just couldn't afford it this year because ABM is coming up and I was getting ready for that. Just had a big ass booth at Exotica, New Jersey. It was like I had like a 20 by 20, bro. I had two 70-inch flat screens playing my porn. Had a bunch of bad bitches. Like, bro, it was crazy. Like, it was crazy. I had to have my own little mini stage built within my stage, within my booth. It was like, it was dope, So I kind of went ham for 2022. And at the end of the year, I had to like, just recoup and like let that money rebuild. Excuse me. So I couldn't really go home. That like sent me through like a little depression, So I had to like just deal with that or whatever the case. But like as I'm dealing with that, I'm just like, you know what? This should be talked about. Like I've been dealing with this whole you a man, you got to deal with it. Don't worry about it. You black, good to be alright. Like you know what I mean, like type of vibe. Like
I mean, and like not to take it to a racial place. Do you think it's harder as a black man?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Like, is it harder for a black man to publicly express?
I
know it's bad enough as a man, period. But
I think that's what it is for sure. It's the toxic masculinity. As a black man, it might makes it harder depending on where you're from. Me growing up in New York, the Bronx, 175 McCombs, going to the schools that I went to, certain people that I used to deal with back in my past. Yeah, that person would never do that. Like that guy would never do that.
Especially on a public forum. Like,
yeah, he would never like talk about the things that he's going through mentally because he wasn't really a man just of yet. He was trying to become that. Being in porn, being with the people that I just told you is very open and like loving, those people like made it like very like I can even drop one name like Sarah J. I would always drop her name when it comes to like showing love and like helping and being there for me mentally. Like she's very we're like great friends, so like I can call on her for anything. So like that whole like aspect of being loving and getting that love and seeing that like I'm not the only one going through it. Yeah, me being here today, I'll definitely like try to speak about it because I know there's somebody that was like me 4 or 5 years ago, whatever the case may be, that didn't want to just like, it's like, yo, I can't do that. Hell no. I would never go to therapy. I love my therapist. Like she's the dopest shit ever. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. She's like cool as hell. She knows what I do. She like, she respects it. She even like kind of like, like give her insight on it with like without being creepy, of course. You know what I mean? Like yeah, so I kind of like love my therapist, man. She's cool as fuck. But like yeah, a couple of years ago, I would never. I would never, bro. Never.
Well, and it's good that like that's becoming more not mentally, more socially acceptable. Like
Yes.
everyone needs fucking therapy because at the end of the day, your friends, your family can be there for you, but if you're really going through it, they got their own trials and tribulations going on.
Yeah.
They can't be, a rock for you and still handle their own shit.
Yes, that is true too. Honestly speaking, it's kind of unfair to put it on them.
Yeah,
It's kind of unfair,
100% it is.
Yeah, it is, and I realize that now. Oh my god, and I'm kind of like 15 years late, literally, man. Like that's kind of one thing we kind of uncovered in therapy as well. I've been dealing with this for a long, like just like the whole deal with it aspect. Like, yo, you're black, nobody really cares, bro. Deal with it. Like things are better than it was back then for your people, so deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, so that kind of like mindset was just like, all right. And I've went through that like mindset or dealt with that for like 15 years. And it was cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, I was way stronger at 20 than I am right now. Mentally, like, because I was just like, everything was like so cold.
It's ignorance is bliss. Like you're just pushing it in.
Exactly. It's not being dealt with.
Right.
It's not being.
And eventually that jar will fill up and overflow.
And now at 30, dealing with like, being alone for Christmas and Thanksgiving because I have to like focus on financially being a man. I can't just waste this money on going home. I gotta like do this because if I do, I might not be able to pay all my bills. You know what I mean? So like that's just what it is. Like after I did that, it was like, you know what? I should probably just like go and like see somebody about this. Like it's about that time, like and then like while we're there, one of our sessions was like I don't mind even talking about this either. One of our sessions was like I've been dealing with certain things on my own since I was a teenager. So if I had to choose like which age it was, I would choose 15. I'm 30 now, so I'm 30. That's 15 years of dealing with things on your own. Like not having even like from 15 to 20, I should have some type of like support system. Which I did. My grandmother, my uncle, my sisters, but my sisters is like, younger than me, one. My uncle is my grandmother's child. So she already had her child problems with my uncle and my mother. You know what I mean? So it's just like she already dealt with that already. So it's only so much you could put on her as a man, well, as a teenager.
And your sisters are going through the exact same, some of the same stuff that you are, being in the same household.
Trying to figure themselves out.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much, man. So like, we kind of dealt growing up. Like, we dealt with it. I would say the black way. Like, just deal with it. Nobody really cares. You're gonna be all right. It's cool, But like as we got older, we realized like, yo, we done dealt with this for like this way too long. You know what I mean? Like, so now like we're
probably in generations it hasn't been dealt with.
Yeah, my sister now, well, one of them has a kid. She understands, like, she got to be a lot stronger than she is or was before, like, my nephew. So we're like very open to like this whole therapy thing now and like getting help and like just like talking to somebody, dishing it out, writing things down that we have to, a lot of shadow work, stuff like that. So we're kind of like just opening that door. So like my nephew knows growing up, like it's okay, bro. Like if you don't, all right, don't talk to me, don't talk to mommy. Got it, cool. Go talk to somebody else in school.
Yeah.
Like, go to the counselor at school, cool. I was in school for a long time and avoided that counselor.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Like, and I grew up fairly lower middle class and like definitely was sent to therapy, a bunch of times as a kid. And like my mindset as a kid was fucked. It was like I didn't want to open up to the therapist because they were like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, you only care because you're being paid.
Yeah.
And so I never really got like really into it. And like as an adult, like, yeah, they're being paid, so they do give a fuck about. Like
Yeah,
most people aren't
pretty
getting
much.
into this job. I'm sure there are some people that just got into the job, but most people who chose that fucking profession, and they want to fucking be there.
And it's something personal that caused them to choose that profession, So you never know. You might come across somebody who has that same like, well, you're just getting paid to be here, and then then you guys meet, and he knows exactly what to do with you because he was that same person that you was a couple years ago, a decade ago, whatever it was. You know what I mean? Like, so that's a very and I've kind of like not like seen that with my therapist, but like she kind of expressed something to me that was just like very like relating in a sense, and that's what made me kind of like no, she was the one that I need to be talking to, even though like we're not like, well, she's Latina, I'm black, I guess, whatever you could say, so we're not the same, but in a sense we have some of the same type of like struggles. So like she helped with a lot, man. She understands a lot, she gets it, um we kind of got into like a deep spin, but to answer your question, as a black man, to answer your question, as a black man, is it harder? It's only harder if you're still worried about how you look where you come from. And I kind of like, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I respect where I come from. I rap. I have a jacket with like my street, like, sign on it. You know what I mean? Like, so where I come from means a lot to me. But when those guys start acting like I'm not hood no more, or I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like, which they don't. They don't. They definitely they watch me dance on the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, while they was hustling, I was dancing on the street. While they was like scamming, I was like, whatever the case may be, I was stripping. Like, so they know my like vibe. I'm not going backwards, bro. So if you on that, I'm good.
And then this is the other thing: you shouldn't be held back by people that refuse to go forward.
Exactly. So I respect what they do. You know what I mean? Because I get it. I come from there. I've thought about it. I was like, don't get me wrong. I've thought about it. So I get it. But
I get it, but I don't necessarily respect it because you have the ability to try to move forward, and if you don't, I don't necessarily respect that. Like, I understand why. Change is fucking scary.
That's true.
Like, and it's not that I disrespect someone as an individual.
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand. Like, as far as like making those choices, for me personally, I say I respect it because I definitely understand the choices that I make today will affect me 10 years from now. But it took me some time to understand that, well, actually, no, I kind of got that like back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I didn't care about being like the dude with the hype. I didn't care about like even like having like the attention. Or you could really say like, I just wanted to like do the things that made me happy, and that was breakdance. Like, I swear to God, like doing flares felt like Six Flags. Excuse me. It felt like Six Flags. I used to say that shit all the time. Like, yo, doing flares for like a whole like amusement park. It's crazy. It's good, So yeah, man, like just like I wasn't that guy. So like I knew if I like jump out there right now, even if I don't get caught, it's probably a cop watching me, and he's probably watching me today, and he's gonna watch next week and next month, 6 months. Now it's like I got a whole like a line of doing dirty work. I'm thinking I'm like free of it. They hit you at the end of it. Now you got 20-some charges on your back, and they all got proof of it because you out there living a life, And I've seen it happen too many times.
The fucked up part about the American justice system is the problem is like once you're in.
Yep. There's no getting out. It follows you, man. It follows you for sure. And like, my mother, she was like, she was like that, drugs or whatever the case. My father, same shit, drugs, which is why my grandmother played the role in my life, how she did. So I've seen it, man. I've seen it. Like, I remember being asleep in the crib, man, just like, boom, the door get kicked open. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they looking for my mother. It's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? In my grandmother's house. Ugh. So it's just like, bro, wow. Like, seriously? And, watching that pain on my grandmother's face, man, like, it was just like, I could never do that to her, bro.
Well, yeah, as someone's mother, like, I'm sure she's questioning, like, where did I fuck up? Like,
that's exactly what she's questioning. Yeah. That's exactly what it is, man. So, like, yeah, I could never do that, man. I would just struggle it out. If I got to go dance, get called dirty, Cause that was the thing too back then. Girls would walk by, oh my God, you dirty. Like, but like, girl, I got a bag full of money in my bag.
Right.
Like, what you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but whatever it was, bro, just like deal with that breakdance shit, make the slow money, save your money to buy the fancy things. Don't hit a fast lick so you can buy the, like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, and learn how to build your credit. That was one thing too that she taught me. I love her to death. Oh my God. Learn how to build your fucking credit. You know what I mean, man? Like, and that's kind of what I did growing up, bro. Like, I danced, I saved that money, you know what I mean, bro? Like, and stripped, I saved that money. I ended up buying my first vehicle. I got into porn. I ended up learning how like clients work. I came across one client and was just like, oh shit, okay. And ended up moving for myself out of my grandmother's house to New Jersey, where I got my first crib. It's like, oh shit, okay. Now I live alone. You know what I mean? Like, it was a little scary. I'm learning how to budget, you know, shit like that or whatever the case. It was definitely like, it was definitely a learning experience. You know what I mean? But like, it's definitely one that I would do over and over again for sure. For sure.
I mean, that's what got you here. Like,
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like, even if it's a bad experience or a good experience, as long as you learn from it, that's the important part.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if you're just out there living life and you're not learning from the choices that you're making, bro, you're kind of like a waste of space, respectfully. You know, like you're kind of a waste of space, bro, respectfully, because that's the point of life. Like, it's not about being perfect, and that's what I thought it was too. Coming up, being in porn, like being new in porn, coming in, it's about like, oh, you gotta get this, or you gotta win this, and you gotta win that, you gotta get that, and you gotta. Nah, bro, everyone's learning as they go. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is in life. But you gotta be accepting to the fact that you will fuck up.
Oh yeah.
And when you fuck up, you need to pull out your notepad, kid.
Yeah, pull out your notepad, and you gotta own it too.
Yeah, that too. Some too many people in this world. It's crazy you say that too. Excuse me. Too many people in this world don't know how to say I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. I did this. I thought it was right. That was the wrong thing to do, and I see that now, and I apologize as a woman or as a man. A lot of people can't do that. They feel small about themselves. People don't want to be seen. So when people live like that and have that mentality, you'll never make any progress. It's just like somebody who got a drinking problem. You got to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't have a problem. I'm pretty good at it.
I mean, well, yeah, I'm pretty good at it. Yeah, but like, yeah, you got to acknowledge that you have an actual drinking problem. You know, if you can't like go a few days without alcohol, you should probably look into that, you know, like, and it takes someone to say, hey, I need to drink every day. That's a problem.
Yep. And you have to examine the reasons why you got to drink every day. Like, what's going on in your life that you need that escape every day?
True.
Like, oh my God, my anxiety is so bad that like I can't function without being drunk. Or, you know, all this other shit is going on that I just can't function being sober. Like,
yeah. It's like, what are you actually running from? What is the, I don't know, man. Like, people definitely drink to like escape certain things, and I've been a victim of that as well. You know, yeah, for sure. You know, so I know what's up. Even like doing other things, you know, like trying to just like numb the reality, just numbing the reality. And I feel like, you know, you just gotta tap into the things that like make you happy. Like, after a while, like you can't even focus on the bills no more. You can't, else you won't be around long enough to focus on the bills.
Yeah, at the point where you're starting to miss work because you're drinking or any substance abuse, like, that's a problem.
It's a problem.
Like, obviously, I drink. Obviously, people, I drink on break. But I also, the reality of the situation, I don't have to drink. I'm actually not drinking right now because I got to drive somewhere after we're doing this show.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like, if I had a problem, I'd be like, no, we're tossing some back.
Taking some back, yeah. Nah, I get it, man. I get it.
Like, I'm bummed that I'm having you drink alone right now.
Nah, it's all good, man. I'm not worried about it. It's cool. I got an Uber from here to the expo, so it's fine.
It's not like it's far anyways.
Yeah, you get me all buttered up for the expo, so I can go over there and just let it all out. You know what I mean? Like, word.
But, yeah, at any point where, like, you have to escape reality, you need to examine your reality. Why? Why do you have to escape it?
Yeah, man.
And, like, some things are initially beyond your control.
Mm-hmm.
Like the situations you're born into, your family, you got no control over that.
You don't.
But you can make changes.
That is a fact.
And like, just because someone birthed you into this world doesn't mean if they're bad for you in the long term, you have to put up with them.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is definitely true. Some people feel like, um, like that's family, so we have to like deal with that or whatnot. It's like you can love somebody from afar. You can be there from them, of course, like but from afar,
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's one of those things where, like, even if it's you don't even necessarily have a bad relationship with them, but they're holding you back because their expectations for you don't match what you want to do with your life.
Oh, true. Yes, yes.
Like, I have so many. I'm from Chicago originally. I have so many friends back in Chicago that are objectively unhappy in Chicago. Chicago, being a major fucking city, is still kind of stagnant. I've been gone over a decade. A lot of my friends are at the same bars and restaurants that work in they're at when I left. And a lot of them are talented artists that fucking want to do stuff and they just are in the grind.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, come west. Don't fuck up because your ancestors made a mistake. And they're just like, but my family's here. Like, they'll be there. If it doesn't work out, you can take a plane back.
It was definitely hard leaving. It was hard leaving New Jersey and moving to Vegas. Actually, it's funny. I moved to LA and was staying out there in a room and paying $1,500 a month for a room.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, the place was like phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, it was dope as hell. It was dope as hell. But like $1,500 for a room, bro. Like, I'm a dude who likes to cook. I need a kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to share kitchens. People don't like, whatever the case. Like, people live how they live in their kitchen. I live how I live in my kitchen. Cool. But when I came out to Vegas, like, and I settled in, and it was like actually a thing. It was real. Like, I'm like, damn, this is like what I'm calling home. Like, I'm getting mail here. Like, like it was crazy. I rushed home as soon as I could. Like, literally, bro. Like, I probably moved there like September of last year in Vegas. Was there for like October. I think I might have did Thanksgiving in Vegas, and then like I rushed home for like Christmas and New Year's. It was just there until like maybe like mid-January or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, literally, bro. Like, and like it was one of those situations where it's like I don't want to like even leave home. Like, I miss my family. I want to be with my family, But this is what like I'm a porn star. I'm an active porn star. The companies are in LA. What are you gonna do?
Right. You're going to be someone who's just like dipping their toes in this industry, or you're going to be in.
This is why why I grew the way I grew within the time that I grew, because I was not saying no to anything with my old agency, and like everything, like I booked everything, bro. I don't care how much it was paying. I just want them to see me, know who I am, hear my name, understand how I work, see the respect. I'm respectful. I'm cool. Like, I'm gonna show up on time. I'm not gonna be drunk when I show up, like some of these dudes be. You know what I mean? Like,
Which is just crazy to me. Like, that's crazy to me.
some guys, bro. Listen, the same way these like a lot of chicks, and it's like it's sad to say, it's sad to say, but like a lot of these chicks need to like do something to get the job done, whether it be a drink, or they might go do a little bump, or they might go do a little or they might go do a little whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they're in that bathroom, or they doing whatever they doing to get the job done, because like they got to deal with somebody's energy that they probably don't want to deal with, but like they got to be receptive. Guys are the same way, bro.
Oh, for
A
sure.
lot of guys are not comfortable within their own skin. So to go and pretend to be this dude that they sell on the internet, they gotta get drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, man? It's just like, dog.
And unfortunately, some people do end up in this industry because they feel it's all they can do. It's not like you were like, no, I want to be here.
Yeah, I want to be here for sure. Yeah.
There are definitely some people in this industry that got in because some boyfriend turned them out, or they just feel like they had no other options.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a sad state of affairs. And like, I hope that they're able to turn it around and like, make this work for them. But
For sure.
if you can't, you probably shouldn't be here.
Yeah. You're gonna do more damage on your mental and your emotional than you're gonna do more, like, than you're gonna gain for your financial. You know what I mean? Like, you're really gonna like take more. Like, it's a hit. Like, when you all in and you wanna like You want that respect, and you thinking like, this is what it is, or whatever the case, and you put in your scenes, and you did work, and you did this, and you did, and like some of these girls, you done did the anal, you did the gangbang, you did the deep, whatever it is, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, and then here comes AVN time, and your name ain't mentioned. That shit stings, bro.
It does.
That shit stings, bro. And of course, we all know AVN is politics. We all know it's all politics, but they leave a little bit of room to like nominate somebody who deserves it. You know what I mean? Like, and when your name is not like, called, it's just like, oh shit. Like, it's just, it really stings. Like, I know what that feel like, so that could send people like down the spiral, man. When you're not really like, when you're not getting the proper mental health that's needed, you're like masking the reality, you're masking what's going on, or how you feel with alcohol or with whatever it is that you're doing, like, so, if you don't fix that and get over that shit, man, like, you're not gonna be able to deal with like those award shows, and even like 2-3 years from now, because that's just what it is. Like,
well, and it becomes a downward spiral, because like, oh, you started causing drama in public because you're fucked up.
That too. Yeah.
People talk about it. Like, unfortunately, there's a lot of love in this industry. It's very close knit, but the gossip goes like fucking wildfire.
That is for sure, bro. That, trust and believe, I didn't have my fair share gossip, so I know, man. The gossip definitely grows like a bitch. It is crazy, and it's like, people do what they do. They pick one side and run with it. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about the other side.
Oh, and
I mean? Like, so you got to be careful.
And especially on the female side of the house, like, yes, the females do call, make the rules, and like they have the power to have the no, but because there are so many more female performers than there are male performers, a lot of times directors, producers, whatever, like, if they have any scent that you think you're going to be a headache,
Yeah,
they'll just be like, I'll just book someone who looks kind of like you.
exactly. Pretty much, man. You just lost your whole gig, pretty much, because of some bullshit drama.
Yep.
It makes no sense, man. It really does. You need to just like kind of stay clean, keep your head down,
Get the help you need, and keep,
get the help you need. Yeah, like you said, get the help you need, man, for sure. That shit is important, bro. It is. Like, everybody want to go to the gym, but nobody want to go to therapy. Yeah. Mental health, it's health, bro.
Oh, it is. It is.
Sure.
It absolutely is. And
Sure.
at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter how well this is oiled if up here is just not working.
So if it's not working, man, it's yeah. And it's like that's one thing too people don't get, man. It's like the same way we're born, like we're born with a certain physique, we're born with a certain body, right? Cool. As we live our life, our body transforms into whatever it transforms. We hit puberty.
It starts falling apart in my case, but
I cannot, man. So like we hit puberty and shit, man. You know how it goes, bro. Like, and it, from puberty, we become young adults, but in between that time of puberty, well, young kid to puberty to young adult, you know what I mean? Like, you either gonna go one or two ways. You're gonna be the kid who's athletic and who's doing something, who's like whatever the case, and now you're like fit, or you're gonna be the kid who's not like in shape, or who's not like whatever, who sits at home with video games or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Both is fine, but what I'm saying is, once you get to a point where you're here and like you want to do this whole like porn thing, you know what I mean? Like, literally, bro. Like, now you gotta like look into what you're doing. It's business. It's business, man. And no matter how much we don't like want to like tell ourselves that, like, I don't get booked by certain companies as much as I want to, and I know it's because I'm like not 6 feet. I'm not the stereotypical black dude. You know what I mean?
You're not towering over to some little white girl.
You get what I'm saying? So like that's that like, but at the end of the day, you can't fault anybody for that. Like, this is when you walk into this business, you need to understand yourself and see what you have to offer this business before you get in. I would recommend that to anybody.
Yeah. Understand
what you have to offer, because if you don't really have much to offer, then you should probably not even get into it, or focus on just your OnlyFans.
Yeah, create your own brand.
Create your own brand and focus on that solely. Don't even like follow Brazzers. Like, don't even follow me. Don't follow me. You know what I mean? Because I'm shooting with like Demi Sutra. I'm shooting with Lena Paul. I'm shooting with Carmela Clutch. I'm shooting, you know what I mean? So it's like all these names and whatever the case. Like, I had to unfollow mad people for a certain amount of time. It happens, bro. The comparison. It's just not a good thing. It's just not good for the mental, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely comparing yourself to other people and being like, oh, why did they get that role, not me?
Exactly. Exactly. You know, it's definitely not a good thing. But that definitely goes back to like being stable up here. You know, like I said, we're born a certain way. Like, you know, we definitely grow into our bodies. But the thing people don't understand is like the mental is the same way. If you're not training your mental, it's not gonna be strong the way you need it to be. You have to train your mental. That's where therapy comes in at. And it took me 15 years to understand this. It took me 15 years to understand this, guys. Like literally, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not one of them things that when you get up in the morning, it's like, oh, now I know. No, like I've made a shitload of mistakes. I lost a shitload of people. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Behind my own actions. And like, yo,
But you're owning that.
it it starts somewhere, bro. You have to own it.
How many people go through their whole fucking lives like, oh no, that motherfucker was an asshole. And then just like, no, I didn't do shit wrong. I don't know why they're not my friend. They're the fucking asshole. Like,
Nah, man, nah. Sometimes we depend on people to be there for us in our darkest moments, and those people that's not there, you know, shame on them, because they say they probably would, or they act like they would, you know, whatever the case may be. But like at the end of the day, you gotta be there for yourself. You
when,
gotta be there for yourself.
as we said earlier in the show, like they got going through their own shit too. Like, you know, I'm human, I'm flawed. Like, I have a friend who, you know, one of their friends, you know, killed themselves, and, unfortunately, it's, you know, part of life.
It is, man. It is. It sucks. And like we just lost a fucking phenomenal dancer. Ellen's dancer Twitch. Rest his soul, man. He sleep in peace, man. Like it's just like that whole like that suicide thing is serious, man. It's definitely serious and it's very, very big. And like my people, you know, like it's very big. Like, you know, so I mean, you know, but then like you said earlier, how you asked earlier, is it harder for black people, like, you know, to like deal with like, you know, or being able to say like, yo, I need therapy. You know, some people just don't want to do that because like their father or their uncle or like their family is just against it because they just like, you know, they talk that shit about it. So it's just like, you know, that's kind of one of the things with the whole like LGBT community too. Like black men that kind of want to be gay. Like, you know, they kind of go through feeling suicidal and shit because they can't come out to their family because for so long their family is just like, yo, that shit is whack. You don't do that. What is that about? Like, you know what I mean? Like
it's a choice.
You feel what you feel, man.
Right, exactly.
Like, you feel what you feel. Like you can't blame nobody for like blame. It's not even no. You can like blame, but like, that's the wrong word. They feel what they feel. Like there is no blame there.
It's like,
you know what I mean? Like
hey, I'm heterosexual. I didn't choose to be heterosexual. Like I just am.
I just went to school one day, saw a girl, and thought she was pretty.
Exactly.
If I would have saw a boy and thought he was pretty, I'd probably be gay right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
what? Just because, you know, statistically one happens more often doesn't mean that like there's any fucking difference on how it fucking happens.
That is true. That is true. There is no fucking difference, man. It's not. But like these things, like us black people, black men, whatever to say, like go through, like. That's one of the things too, like not being able to just like look for help or to be able to like stand in your own skin comfortably enough. That shit hurts, man. It hurts. It really does. I know what that shit feel like to not be able to like be confident in your own like placement. Like that shit don't feel good. It does not, you know. So you know, I feel like a lot of people like need to get that help. As far as like my people, yeah, it might be a little harder, but like once you like get over that, like where you come from aspect, my family aspect. You know, you have to live for yourself. This is your life.
Unfortunate part of America these days is also the cost that comes with getting that mental health.
Oh yeah, that sucks ass.
I mean,
that does suck ass.
It's like, honestly, I mean, even like any sort of healthcare, mental, physical, whatever, the people who honestly probably need it the most in America have the least access to it.
True. And then there's a lot of restrictions too on that, like that what is it, like the Obamacare, like the regular like Medicaid or whatever it is, like it's a lot of restrictions on that, so you might not even be able to get what you need with that type of Medicare. Yeah, it's free, but you can't even get what you need.
Yeah.
Like you still got to pay some type of crazy ass copay for some medication that you may need to take or whatever the case may be, you know? And that's really a thing too, guys. Like I'm not one to say just go jump on the medication, but like if it's a necessity, do it.
Right. Get a second opinion if you need it.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, facts. Get a second opinion if you need it, you know. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, do it, man. Do it. Like that's because self-medicating with the like marijuana or whatever it is, or like, don't get me wrong, I smoke hella weed. I smoke before I came here. You know what I mean? Literally. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, like, you can't like that's not gonna be enough to fix that problem. That's not gonna be enough to like put you in the mental state where you can get up in the morning and feel like, damn, my life feel good. Yo, this is nice. Like, I really want to live today. Like, I really want to see what the day has to offer. You know what I mean? Like that, like weed is not gonna put you in that mind state. It's not.
No, it's gonna put my ass straight to sleep.
It's gonna put you to sleep. It's gonna have me tunnel vision on my work. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta get some money. I gotta work. I gotta be tunnel vision. I gotta, like, you know what I mean? Like, I get very like trance. Like, whether it's like work or like fucking the gym. I could smoke for the gym, bro. The gym, hit some C4, then like I'm the jitters, and then like I'm just like on the pull-up bar, just nigga done lost count. What is this, 25? Let me get down from here. Like you know.
You a big sativa smoker
or? I like indica, bro. I'm a downer.
I'm a downer. You're a downer, but you're still getting laser. Wow.
Bro, I don't know what it is, man. I'm not like, I get up at like 5. I was up at this morning, maybe like 5:30 in the morning, went downstairs and smoked outside the hotel. Went upstairs, laid back down, tried to get some more sleep, and just like laid in the bed for like 45 minutes. My stomach started hurting. I gotta get up. Like, I gotta walk around, I gotta do something. So I'm up. Let me just get up so I can go to the gym now, like, I guess. You know, so I'm just like one of those guys that's just like, I can't, like, I've always been up, bro. Always. Like, even when I was breaking this on the street, like, guys would come downtown like 4 o'clock. I've been downtown since 10:30. Me and my whole crew. We done racked up. We on break. Y'all gotta have it. Yeah, we good. like, you know what I mean? Oh, we good. We straight. You know what I mean?
We already made our money today. Shit.
Yo, pretty much. And then now at that point, like, yo, you want to go home? You want to go home? Nah, yo, you go home? I'm gonna holler at you, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. I just get it. So now we went from 6 dudes to 3 dudes, and we staying out for the night shift. Like, you know what I mean? Like, literally. So it's like, you know, I've always been up in the morning, man. Grandma always told me, like, you know, you got to learn how to get up, like, literally. And I used to get beat for like missing school. So, you know what I mean? Like, literally, bro, I could see it beat my ass. Like, what? I'm like, Mom, you ain't make me up. Boy, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear that shit. You better wake your ass up.
Your responsibility.
Better wake your ass up. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, I was always up in the morning, man. So weed is always mental for me. It's never like physical unless it's like past 7:30 at night. If it's past 7:30 at night, I ain't know, unless I'm on like, you know, I'm on demon time or whatever the case, and we like partying or whatever. Like, I'm out with the public or something. Cool, let's smoke, let's chill, let's drink, let's vibe. But like at home, like, yeah, 7:30, 8 o'clock. If I ain't doing nothing, I'm ready to go to bed. It's a wrap. I can go to sleep and get up at 5:30 in the morning, go to the gym, and run that same cycle over all week. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, go to sleep. 5:30 in the morning. Word. I got an old soul, man.
Yeah, see, you're on the opposite cycle of me. I didn't even go to bed till like 4:30.
Oh, man. I cannot.
Like,
I would have to be like literally partying. That's the only way I can do that.
I left the expo last night. I went over to my local bar, had a drink.
Okay, nice.
And then like some people hollered at me to come over to the Roosevelt. Went over to the Roosevelt.
Okay, yeah.
Had a little room party for a minute.
Okay, yeah.
They were like, "Oh, we got to bounce because like the host like, oh, my boyfriend's coming through, so the rest of y'all got to go." I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I went back to the bar.
Yeah, go back to the bar.
Went right back to like, you're back already? I'm like, yeah, the party ended a little early.
Yeah.
And then stayed at the bar till after close with the staff, hanging out with them.
That's dope.
And it's like, oh shit, it's like 3:30 already. Y'all just finished cleaning. Let's
get up out of here.
Yeah. Got back here and can't immediately just walk in the door and pass out.
Pretty much, yeah. Nah, listen, I've had those nights.
I mean, those are a lot of my nights.
He goes, those are a lot of my nights. That's funny. I definitely I'm not gonna lie, I've had a lot of those nights. Yeah, I'm like not trying to have no more of those until summertime. You know what I mean? Those.
That's the beautiful part about living in Vegas and LA, though. It's always summertime.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, like literally, it's kind of, you got to be focused, man. You got to be focused. Well, me personally, so I got guilt, bro. I get up, like I wake up in the morning, bro, look in the mirror and be like, oh, I lost 5 pounds. Oh my God, I just run to the gym and I'm just like, like, yo, literally, bro, I have straight guilt, bro. I don't like it. I don't, because my metabolism already is like super fast. So I eat like halfway through the meal, I gotta run to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. So my shit is already speeding. So like when I'm out and I'm like drinking or whatever else, you know what I mean? Like partying, having fun and shit. And like I get up in the morning and I see my shit and I'm just like, man, You should have stood inside last night. You should have stood home. You should have stood home and had a protein shake. Like,
I have guilt about different things. Like, my guilt is the exact opposite. Like, if I stay home and chill and like I mean, I'm responsible. The deadline, like, I make my deadlines. Shit comes out on time.
Okay,
but,
nice, yeah.
But if I'm staying home to like have a chill evening, in the back of my head, I'm like, I know how this night's gonna end.
Yeah.
If I go out and do anything else,
yeah,
I don't know where this night will be, and like the novelty of the adventure. Even if I just go to the bar and like last night, like I didn't talk to any chicks at the bar. Like I literally just sat there, bullshit with the staff, and like hung out. But you never know where the fucking night's gonna go.
But but sometimes, you know, it's funny how we was talking about before. It's that happiness, like that's what you like to do. Why not? Why put that pressure on? Like, yo, I have to talk to chicks. Says who? Says who? Who the fuck say you got a bag of chicks tonight? Literally, no. You could go out, have a good drink, and meet somebody, have a good conversation, and it'd be the same thing as meeting a chick. You know what I mean? Like, it'd feel the same type of like the same kind of void that you're trying to fill right now with the time that you have.
It's just, for me, it's about chasing the adventure. It's like I want to. The idea of like a mundane 9-to-5 life just doesn't appeal to me. That's why I stopped doing one.
Gotcha.
I turn 42 next month. Like, my 30s have just like, and I've been doing this kind of shit for like the last decade, but like my 20s just seem to evaporate into like a day job. Like, there were definitely like good times, parties and shit like that, but it's just like the routine of like getting up, doing a day job, and then trying to schedule in the adventure around that.
Yeah.
Just all of a sudden I woke up, I'm like, fuck, I'm 31. And then it's like, oh shit, I woke up and now I'm 41. Like, it just seems to get faster and faster. And like the adventure of it and actually living life is the important part. Like, just surviving and just like, oh, I'm just going to do what I need to do just to survive. I mean, I don't know if that sounds entitled as fuck, but
not life.
It's not life.
That's not life at all, man. That's not life at all, man. Honestly. And it's just, like all the like pressure of like being like, well, at least for like me, like being Mazee the Goat. Like, you know what I mean? Like literally, bro, just living like whatever like I post on Instagram or whatever we like those are pictures they're made to look a certain way.
Oh yeah, no. Social media is curated.
Say it again. It's what?
Curated.
Thank you. Like, okay. So at the end of the day, those are photos. They're made to look a certain way. Am I saying like do I actually drive that car? Yes, I do. Cool, got it. But does it cost me a shitload of money every month? Yes, it does. You understand what I'm saying? Like literally, do I make that money? Yeah, I do.
Do you work hard for it? Yes.
Yeah, I do. Would I want to save that money instead of spend it? Yes, I would love to save it instead of spend it. But I have to get around. I got to get from Vegas to LA. I'm not doing 9 to 5. So it means ain't no set location for me to go in every day and just like
play it safe.
And do, you know what I mean? Like literally, no. And then when I'm actually up and I got some money in my money, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to invest that into something. And I'm going to do this now. So now I'm back at like maybe like square 1 or 2 or 3. You know what I mean? When I was at square 50 just now. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, you know, that's the cycle I play because I know for a fact no one's going to invest in me. Not right now, at least. I got to be in the industry 10 years first.
Right. And also, there's no guarantee that they ever will.
Exactly. That too. Literally.
Like, hopefully they will. They should. Doesn't mean they're going to.
Doesn't mean they're going to. Shit, even right now, I still got people like, yo, you're still new. You're still like this. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. But like, you could just look me up. Like, bro, I've been doing some work. Like, I've worked with like all of the hard producers, like the ones that you be on. I've been on set for 4 hours. I've been on set for 12 hours. I've been on set for 8 hours, 6 hours. Like, I know how to open up this way, open up that way. I know how to, like, you know, like I'm pretty good. Like, you know, I'm pretty good. But like, you know, that just come with the territory, you know. As a male talent, excuse me. As a male talent, you kind of like you reap the negativity before you reap the positive.
Well, because unfortunately, so many dudes are out there like, oh, I can do the job. Oh, I
fucking up.
Well, yeah. And as a male talent, there's so much you got to prove that you're not a creep, that you actually can do the job, that you can do the job without having to drop a little blue pill every fucking time.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, like,
thanks, bro. I understand. That shit is definitely a part of it, bro.
My own adventure in this, it's part of the reason day one I was like, I'm not here to be male talent. I'm here to like do production.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I could do your job. I don't think I could do it.
I hear you.
Like, I know what goes into it. I don't think I could do it. And my audience has heard me give this speech 100 times. But at the end of the day, like, I'm a film nerd. Like, I got into this my original intentions were to make films.
Nice.
And like, if sex happened, cool. But I'm not here to just get laid.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And I think that's what allowed me to like flourish and like be accepted as quickly as I was.
Mhm.
Because this dude's not like, yo, let me fuck this girl. Like, no, like,
yeah, you do have those producers that's like just a little too touchy feely to let me show you how to do it type vibe. Like,
yeah.
It's like, bro.
When I'm assuming, I don't know any of those producers that like day one, but I'm assuming day one they started off pretty respectful.
Yeah, of course. They probably start off that way, and then like, the girl probably just like opens up and become, because these girls are cool. They want to be cool. Like they're already showing their ass on pussy to everybody, so they just like cool, like, but it's just like yeah, that's not an invitation. She's here to fuck the talent.
Yep.
The talent can do all that, can like do all the like, but like
but sometimes like it does happen because people are people, like there's connections, people hook up, or sometimes girls feel like they can get ahead by blowing a producer, shit like that.
That too, of course, yeah.
Like, and I'm not knocking them for making that choice.
Nah, of course, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But like I'm sure it gets in the back of those producers' heads, like,
this is the way it should be, right?
Right.
Yeah, nah. She's just doing what she feels she gotta do to like succeed.
Yeah.
And no shade to her. Like, don't get me wrong. If I had to suck a few titties to become like, why did it become like, give me them boobies, I'm sucking some titties. Like, it is what it is. Like,
I've said on air before, and I will say it again. Like, if you were gonna offer me life-changing money, I'd suck a dick.
Oh, I hear you. Word.
Life-changing money.
Life-changing. Yeah, I hear you just saying facts.
I mean, nobody would be happy about the situation. Really unenthusiastic.
Like, you're not gonna want this head again.
Right, like, but if you're gonna offer me life-changing money, I'd do it.
Yo,
I don't know how to suck a dick. I'd be like,
yeah, pretty much. I get what you're saying, bro. I get it. But like, listen, man, I say it all the time. Well, not that, but like, as far as like clients go and shit.
I mean, if you want to say that.
As far as clients and shit go, like these chicks, they kind of got it like made for them, bro. In a sense, like I respect the girl who like has a bunch of clients.
Yeah.
If you like dick, girl, you just came up. Like,
exactly.
If you like variety of dick, if you like variety of dick. Word. If you like variety of dick, girl, you just came up.
Yeah.
Literally. Like you got like 10 guys that pay you whatever you want. It could be 5,000 or 500 to like fuck you. You're gonna enjoy the time, and he could be paying you $5. You gotta pay you $5 to enjoy some time.
And the funny thing is, like, almost every woman in this world has hooked up with someone for a shitty meal for free.
For sure, I'm sure of it.
I mean, I've definitely fucked some chicks over like that.
Oh yeah, just because you needed to like go out for them, right? Yeah, yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, we're human. Sometimes we got needs, and sometimes it's like, ooh, I probably shouldn't have done that.
I'm dead.
I'm not gonna do that one again. But like, yeah.
Would you mind if I went to the bathroom?
Oh yeah, go for it. And we were back from the bathroom break.
Yes, we are.
No, there were no injuries.
Right. We're good.
Very different types of people that end up in this industry. Like there's the girls that end up like, this is just business.
Yeah.
And then there are the girls that like, I just want all the dick, and if I can make a living doing it, perfect.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? Those are the best ones. Honestly speaking, those are the best ones. Well, some of them. As far as like the OGs, because like someone that I respect a lot, I forget who it was, but it was the producer. It was like, Sarah J, she just loves the lifestyle, man. This is why she's Sarah J. Like, like she's not faking it. She's really enjoying her time on set. And I'm just like, you know what? Now that I think about it, yeah, she doesn't never really perform like she doesn't want to be there. Like, you know what I mean? Like she's really enjoying her time on set. So it's just like for those chicks who really enjoy their time on set, man, or even like they enjoy their time with like the clients, bro. Like that's a phenomenal shit. They say you're supposed to do what you love, right?
Right.
Like, word.
Well, and it's a wild situation with the clients and all that shit, because obviously it's been happening forever, right?
Mm-hmm, of course.
But like when I first got in, it was something that nobody talked about.
Really?
Yeah. Like it was
like low key quiet.
It was low key quiet and looked down upon by a bunch of performers, like because they view it as like, well, you're potentially endangering the talent pool.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, potentially, yeah, that is true. I mean, it's funny though. We're like we kind of put a lot of trust into each other overall, whether you're doing that or not. Like For you to tell, for like I'm about to meet her tonight and shoot something. I don't know what she did yesterday.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
but they're playing the odds in their mind. They're playing the odds of like, well, in theory, she's only hooking up with other tested talent or a regular partner.
But like, says who?
Oh no, the reality of the situation.
You know what I mean? But like, says who? So it's just like you can't really do that either. And like I came in the same way, man. I'm just like, well, not like that. I'm not doing it. Like, bro, if I'm gonna trust this person, I gotta be able to trust everybody. You know what I mean? If I'm taking one risk with that person, then I guess now what I do is like I kind of like pick who I want to work with, based off of like what they have to offer the industry. You know what I mean? Like, before, like, I didn't really know how to go about it. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna just take my chances and make sure I'm good, put out like that type of energy so my karma's good. You know what I mean? Like, so I always test. I always let people know when I'm not tested. I don't even shoot when I'm not tested. I don't care if it's one day. Like, you know what I mean?
No, you shouldn't.
Like, yeah, I'm good on that, bro. I don't even want to shoot.
Well, because it's one of those things like that one day, that one potential slip up, that could be
her blaming me for something she could from somebody else.
Yep.
But because she shot with me on that one day, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't even want to be an option for you.
And everyone will be talking about it.
Exactly. I don't even want to be an option for you. I want to be the one person you shot with that was tested. Write me off the list. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, pretty much, man. That's pretty much how that should go.
I mean, and it's how it's got to be. And it's like, it's kind of crazy where having clients is more socially acceptable within the industry now, but people are given the same kind of stigma to people that are primarily OnlyFans creators. Like, oh, this new strain of chlamydia it's from the OnlyFans creators.
That's ignorance. That's ignorant.
I'm not disagreeing at all.
Yeah, that's straight ignorance. For real, man. Like, I mean, you can't say it's from one group of people, man. It's from like this whole new strain. Truth be told, it could be from somebody who was just eager to get on set for their first scene with Deeper or with Blacks or with Brazzers, or you know what I mean? Like, it's their first time being with this producer, so they're like, you know what? I'll be alright, fuck it. And then like they like rushed out before like the medication was finished, and then now this guy that they shot with that girl, and then that girl did a fucking girl, a boy, girl. Like, come on, like, it's just the domino effect is crazy.
100%.
Crazy.
100%. And the thing is with the OnlyFans creators, there really should just be better education resources for them.
That's what it should be. Yeah, for sure. But like, it's funny though, like they have to want it. They have to want it because
but they don't know what they want. Because assuming you're not attached to the major part of the industry at first at all. Mm-hmm. You're just creating OnlyFans content with people you hook up with in your small town in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. You don't know what questions to ask.
And I get that. But like, you have to be acceptive. I would say you have to be acceptive and open minded to the fact that, see, this is why like the whole porn star content creator thing is kind of very sketchy, and I hate it because like, to this guy right here watching this video, if I fuck a girl right now, it is porn. It don't matter what my title is. Right. It don't matter what her title is. We are doing sex on camera, and he can watch it on his phone. That is porn.
And according to the federal government, it is too.
Okay, so this whole content creator, porn star, like, all right, so cool. I'm a porn star, right? I've shot for Brazzers, I've shot for Deeper, I've shot for Black, I've shot for Bang Bros, I've shot for Naughty America, I've shot for their sistering site, Black Hawk Bully. I've done the mainstream. Sarah J, Lena Paul, Demi Such. I've done the mainstream women. Okay, cool. But I also have 150 videos on mini vids, which makes me a content creator because I create my own content. Yep. So, but I also work for this. So what am I now? You know what I mean? So basically, what I'm getting at is this: if the content creator was accepting to the fact that they are an actual porn star and wasn't trying to like exclude themselves from the industry, because I know too many of those that do that. They say I don't do mainstream, and they like. I don't need mainstream. You know,
and I understand like, financially not needing mainstream. I understand that.
Who doesn't need more money?
Well, I know some girls that make so much on their OnlyFans that it's actually a pay cut for them to go do a mainstream scene.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, that does make sense. That does make sense.
But I mean, my pitch always is the mainstream companies are going to have better marketing than you ever are going to. Yeah, take the L on the actual upfront cash for the day and get your marketing out there.
But that's the thing too, though. People don't want to do that either. Like, you have to like take an L somewhere. It's not going to always be a W. But then when you're independent like that, even when you're independent like that, like you're down to pay OnlyFans 20%. Okay, cool. That price that they're trying to pay you is that 20% that you're paying OnlyFans. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so there's ways, not even ways around it, but there's pros and there's cons. You should say
definitely.
You know what I mean? So, like you said, like just take a L on this side, and then because you've been getting W's over here for the longest, W. So take the one L, and then over here.
And it'll become a W in the long run because if you give a good scene, that's where the awards come from. That's where the marketing arm of, you can't fuck with Mind Geek's marketing arm.
Oh yeah, they come on now. their marketing arm is out of this fucking world, bro.
I mean, hell,
Mind Geek, fucking Vixen Group, like their marketing is out of this world, bro.
I mean, for some performers, hell, they probably should be paying them to be on set with them.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much, man, pretty much, bro. It's a fucking honor to be on set for them companies, man, because they're like, for us, bro, like we're doing what? We're buying promo from like another content creator, right? Or well, content creators are buying promo from another content creator, sorry, and then like maybe like a promo page on Twitter or something. Okay, cool. But like, let's be real here. MindGeek is buying the search engine.
Yeah, they are the search engine.
They're spending money with Google, so.
Well, but if you go to the hub, they are the search engine.
They are, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're right. You're pretty much right. Facts. So at the end of the day, it's like, come on now, like they're gonna put you in front of the people that you need to be in front of, So you might want to consider that.
Definitely. But for the people that are, primarily content creators, for the parlance of our times, there needs to be more resources for them. Because, like, the fact of the matter is, OnlyFans is not following federal law when it comes to making these fucking scenes.
Okay, yeah, true.
Like, if you are a content creator, primarily, or, if you create a single fucking scene for yourself on OnlyFans, if you don't have 2257 paperwork for yourself, you're fucking up.
Fucked. Yeah, that's a good point too. People are relying on this fucking, I could just tag the creator or let me download OnlyFans model release. It's like, bro, first of all, like when you decide to like get an actual site, like you need that, like you need a model release and a 225, like you said.
Well, and on top of that, part of 225 is the federal government can come and audit your records whenever they want.
Yeah,
the FBI. I mean, they haven't since like H.W. Bush, but
if they want to, they can.
Yeah,
they can. Yeah, they have all rights to.
Yeah, so let me see your records.
So when you start, let's just say you pop, right? You pop tomorrow and you make $1 million. What do you think is gonna happen? Like, you know what I mean?
Or you piss off the wrong person.
That too. But we think is gonna happen. They about to come and look at them records. They want to make sure, because one thing we all know about Uncle Sam, he want his money. You know what I mean? He want his money, so he's coming for it.
And then the least worst case scenario is you work with someone, and then they're like a year down the road they found God and like, yo, you can't use any of that content. And like, oh shit, I didn't have proper paperwork for that shit.
I've kind of been through that. Some girl got married, and I'm just like, like we kind of like had a little conversation, because my shit got my logo on the top of it, straight up. They know who they working with because my logo is right there. This is not no shared. I'm using this. So if we doing a trade, this is me. Like, you know what I mean? And if I have a camera guy here and he want to like get in on the trade, so what's gonna happen is this. He said he wanna. Are you okay? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like literally. And if you're not okay, then listen, bro, we gonna tripod this, so we gonna just do our own thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So that's just what it is. But like, she got my logo on it. I went through that with her, and she like, we kind of had a conversation. I'm like, listen, respectfully, I'm not going to take this down right now because it's still working. It's shit. But like, give it some time. If it dies down, I'll take it down. And it did die down, and I took it down, But like, I'm not gonna lose out on good money in the prime time of the upload. We're not doing that.
Right, and especially because it costs money to make it.
We're not doing that. And truth be told, me being who I am, I'm a fucking gentleman. Any girl can tell you this. I probably asked maybe 5 girls to go half of me on anything out of all the 150 scenes that I have on fucking minivids. Right. So I probably got the room, or she got it, or I brought my camera and she had the cameraman. Like, whatever it was, but like, I didn't, you know what I mean? Or 9 times out of 10, I got the location, I got my camera, I got, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's my stuff. Like, I'll send it to you. Don't leave without getting your share, your raw footage. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. So it's just like, because I know what I want. I'm not waiting for nobody to get it for me. Like, I want to shoot with this girl. I have an idea. I know she gonna come and say, come on, just fuck me like this and let me hold the phone like this. You know what I mean? Because for her, it's going to do well like that. But for me personally, I need to I shoot for all these companies. I want to produce what they produce. So when they fans look on my OnlyFans, they see I have the same kind of content.
And eventually you can just move that content right to a site.
Right to a site.
Yep.
Right to a site. Well, not my OnlyFans, my mini vids. That's why I sell most of my like straight, full long production, well shot stuff. My OnlyFans is like all my solo stuff and like stuff like that. You know, for like the fans who want to see me solely. But like, yeah, bro, like I just don't. You have to like have a certain like, you have to have a certain niche of how you go about this content. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're right. The content creators, they definitely need to have some kind of knowledge, somewhere to go. But they gotta be open to receiving it. That's what I feel like. If you still feel like you're not a porn star, then you're not gonna follow the rules. Like I know content creators who's like, I'm not a porn star. Why would I don't have to like test with with TTS. And it's fine. I get it. Other companies do the same test, like Drill Blood, this, that, and the third. But like for me, being who I am, I'm testing with CET and TTS because that is the industry standard people to be testing with, you know. So
and Clear's coming up too.
Clear too, actually. You know, it's funny. I used to test with. I tested with Clear while I was in New Jersey when I lived in Jersey, but it wasn't like really a thing. So I stopped testing with Clear. You know what I mean? Like I just don't. I don't want to like. It's too much risk, bro. It's too much risk to be trying to find a shortcut.
Right.
That's just what it is. We get it. Talent testing costs $200, $190. Now it's more with the extra swaps. We get it. It's probably $300, $310 or whatever it is. Okay, cool, whatever. It is what it is.
But
like
you can write it off on your taxes.
You definitely can if you're doing it right. If you're doing business right. So at the end of the day, but you won't know this as a content creator because you're not around people that's doing that.
Right.
You have to surround yourself with these people that have their own LLCs, S corps, or whatever it is, that's paying taxes, that know what they're doing, that can recommend how to do these things. But you're so caught up on being a content creator. I don't need porn. Listen, when I was a content creator, I literally had that Pro-Am company that I told you about in the beginning of this, Freak Mob Media. Shout out to him. I love that dude because he taught me basically everything I know about creating my own content. Literally everything about creating my own content. Now, editing, somebody else schooled me on that. But creating my own content, he told me everything I know about that shit. You know what I mean? And literally that dude, he like, I don't know, man. Creating my own content, bro, it was a stepping stone. You know, it was a stepping stone. But even with him, all I had was him and his knowledge. I had to leave that circle to like get some more knowledge and create some more connections with certain people that can create better content for me, that can help me with like my website, that can help with like merch, that can help. I ain't know how to do this shit when I came into the game. I ain't know how to get a site. I ain't know how to even like buy mics for a podcast. I got my own podcast equipment at home. I just got to get somebody to engineer for me now. You know what I mean? Like, but I didn't know shit about this. But at the end of the day, it's like I wouldn't have known if I was around content creators because all we knew back then when I started was Telegram. That's all they could teach me. So to the content creator who says that they're not a porn star, you should probably look into like being a porn star because you could like gain some more connections and learn how to better gain on your content. When you keep one thing in your hand, you know, and you close it off so tight, you're keeping that one thing in your hand and you're closing it off so tight. So it's yours, but nothing else gets in. That's kind of ignorant.
Yeah,
you know I mean? Never, like, yeah,
your product never improves. You
know what I mean? So, but then you'll watch the porn star on Twitter and copy what you see. We got to be a lot more real about it.
And once again, as we talked about, that's curated. That's not real.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, now you're copying it and you're doing what you see, but you don't even know what it's going to make you feel like because you didn't connect with the porn star because you don't want to be a porn star. You're still working on being a content creator.
Well, and you also don't know, like, what behind the scenes went into actually making that look like that.
Exactly.
Like, oh, how many takes did that fucking take? How many times did they reshoot that to get that perfect?
And that all that shit matters, man, when you're creating that content because you know it's real. Like you'll be there all day trying to get that perfect shot all day, and if you just say fuck it, it'll show.
100%.
It'll show. Like it'll definitely show. Like I see it all the time. It's like wow, okay. You know, like it is what it is. No judgment here, but like me personally, I'm not filming like that no more because I did before. I'm not, you know, I've grown past that. You know, like I'm not doing that no more. Even when I'm shooting my own content, I'm taking the proper time to get them angles right. The lighting got to be like this. We have to do this. I'm, I'm sorry. We have to stop, like so I can rearrange this. I know it feels good, but like let me get back into this.
Well, let me get some coverage.
Something,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Let me like go fix this and like get it right, and then I'll get back to that and I'll restart that and give you 2 more minutes extra. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you like it that bad, you can have it longer. That's fine. Let me just move this camera first. Like, you know what I mean? Because the angle and what we're doing right now, if the cameras is on, let's get the proper scene. If they're not on,
agree.
If that's the case, just turn them off and I'll fuck the shit out of you however you want. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, literally.
And even afterwards, maybe turn the cameras off and do it if that's what you want anyways.
But just be ready for this gummy worm. Because you just drained my dick. So, yeah, facts.
Oh, shit.
That's a fact. I don't even play that game, bro. I don't even try to, like, fuck first and then, like, nah, I'm good. I'll rather come in and, like, fuck a chick if it's, like, because if I'm not like fucking on camera, truth be told, I'm not really fucking that much at home. You know, I like to.
Why not?
I don't like to. So basically, all right. So when you in the gym, this sounds crazy. Every time my man releases, and this is what I was told, right, by like my older brother who does like fitness training and shit like that. I never really Googled it or looked into it because it kept me on track. Okay. So I don't want nobody to like, you know, you can look it up. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But it kept me mentally focused in the gym. When a man releases his semen, he loses levels of his testosterone, which makes him weaker in the gym. So I used to be like, fuck out of here. Yeah, right. Stop playing. 25, 26, whatever it is, like young boy, you know what I mean? Yeah, right, whatever, stop it. And then, like, you know, I end up having one of them nights and I'm like, bust like 3 nuts and shorty, whatever the case. Poop, 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 poop. Bust like 3 of them, cool. And like the next day, I'm go to the gym, you know. I can't pick up I can't do the 245 plates no more. I can't do the 245 plates. I was doing 245 plates all week. Well, I can't do the 245 plates, man. I was like, you know what, bro? This motherfucker was right. I didn't like.
Or you physically exerted yourself quite a bit the night before.
That too, maybe. Who knows? You know what I mean? But for me, I'm just like, you know what, bro? Why you busting 3 nuts on a girl? Bust 1 nut and go to bed. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Just bust 1 and go to bed. Like, tomorrow's another day.
If you had the extra nuts to bust, obviously you needed.
I mean, well, yeah, I needed to get it out. You know what I mean?
Get the poison out.
Like, I need to get it out for sure. I don't know, man. It's just like whenever you're not like that investing in the gym, my man, live your life. You know what I mean? Cool. But like for the dudes that are investing in the gym, how like every day, like the 4 to 5 days a week, dudes, you probably shouldn't be having. You shouldn't have released 3 times in a day. And if you are, then take tomorrow off. Eat, you know what I mean? Eat up, and then take the next day to get back. Cause that workout the next day is gonna be hard as hell.
Cool. I'm staying fat.
I'm staying fat. Oh man, I came with you, bro.
Yeah, that's easy. Staying fat.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot of mental stuff, man. It's a lot of like discipline. I ain't gonna lie, it is. It's too much.
Yeah, discipline's not my strong suit.
Yeah, it's not. It's just too much, bro. Listen, even now, sometimes, bro, I feel like it's just like getting harder. I'm 30, turning 31 in February. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, it's getting harder, bro. It is. I remember I used to go to the gym and be able to like go break dance after, and then come back home, eat some food, and go to the gym again. Now I'm just like, I go to the gym. I'm like, I don't want to do nothing for the rest of the day. Like, you know,
this is why like people start doing steroids, because steroids don't necessarily like help you, except they help with the recovery.
I don't.
I mean, this is what I've been led to believe. Obviously, I'm not on steroids.
Yeah, honestly. Facts.
Like,
yeah. Nah, I don't like. I know dudes on steroids, so it's like I'm not on steroids either. I'm all natural, literally. So, but like I don't. But see, I've been doing calisthenics though for like 15 years in my life. That's the thing that guys don't understand. I don't have that big bulky arm because I haven't been lifting weights for 15 years of my life. I've been doing calisthenics. The weight's been there, but like I walk in the gym and bust out 10 sets, pull-ups, dips, push-ups. That's 1 set, and I do that same cycle 10 times before I touch the weights. You know what I mean? So it's like it keeps the little chisel to cut up there. But as far as like the steroids go, I know dudes who do steroids for sure, and like it's definitely even doing steroids, you have to put in that work.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you have
what you just get puffy.
Exactly. What that shit does is just makes you more hungry. You know, it gives you more of a depending on what you're doing. I'm referring to testosterone. It makes you more the things that make you more of a man. It makes you more horny. It makes you more hungry. It makes you more angry.
Oh,
like, you know what I mean? Like literally. So it's like that's what it does.
I would be terrified to be back at like teenage levels of testosterone. Like terrified. Terrified.
Yeah. Back then, for me personally, it was like I didn't really like, I don't know, that kind of testosterone and male that toxic masculinity, like, it was like 22, 23, it was bad. I was not somebody that you want to be around.
Oh no.
You know, like I was not. I definitely was not.
I was a fucking monster. Like, and like a couple years back, I had a physician. I started saying like, "Oh, your levels are a little low. We could do testosterone replacement therapy." And I'm like, my dick still works, and I can fuck multiple times a night. Do I?
No sense for what? Wow.
Like, so I'm gonna be hornier and like eat more and just be a rage monster. Nah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, pretty much. It makes no sense. Nah.
As a grown ass man, I'm pretty chill these days. Like,
right?
Like, in my early 20s, like I did armed security for a living, and like I was a crazy person. Like I worked for an armored car company. And,
oh, nice.
Like on the trucks, and they paid us per stop. So like, faster you could knock out your route, more money you technically made per hour. If you got me 5 minutes behind schedule, I was a crazy person.
Oh yeah, you was I get it.
Like
I was how I was. I ain't gonna lie with my money. Don't fuck with my money, bro.
like, dude, the job's not hard.
Yo,
you're costing me fucking money right now, and I'd just be an insufferable crazy person.
Yo, that's funny. Yeah, listen, I'm the same way, bro. With that whole breakdance shit, I was like maybe I was younger too. I was like 22. 23, and I had guys on my team that was like fucking 30, maybe 29, and I'm with kids, and I'm like, bro, you can't wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning. What the fuck is wrong with you? What's up? What are you, a boy? Like literally, bro. Like, and it's like, bro, you know, he's older than you, right? He'll fuck around and like punch you in your mouth right now. you know what I mean? Like he has all rights to. Like you shouldn't be talking to no grown man that way, you know. But that's testosterone, that like that young shit, that like active, like scared, like not like knowing what tomorrow holds. So I got to get it now, like, you know.
One of the ones I remember just off the top of my head was like, my truck was the first one that left in the morning, and we left ass early. I went and DJ'd the night before, like. And like rolled in hungover as shit, but I was there like on time. I had some like new hire who was just filling in for my regular partner. And I told her like, no matter what the schedule says, we actually get here about 20 minutes early. Like we're out the door when the schedule says we start.
Exactly. We did not get here. I like that. Yeah.
And like part of the job is coin is fucking heavy. And like you have to they stack the coins so you can easily count it, so you have your right inventory. But you gotta restack it because the way they stack it, once the truck moves, it will fucking fly everywhere.
Gotcha.
I open up the back of my truck. I have the most coin I've seen in the back of my truck in like 3 months.
Wow.
And I'm like,
damn.
Start restacking the fucking coin.
Start restacking it. Is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, this sucks. She rolls in at start time, and I'm like, I've loaded the truck. I've restacked it. I'm like, yo, you were supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. And she just goes, oh, our start time is this. I'm like, get the fuck off my truck.
Get the fuck off my truck. Like, I'm dead.
And like, a supervisor was covering a route sitting behind me. He's like, you can't talk to her like that. I'm like, then tell her to do the fucking route. Get me someone else or get her the fuck off my truck. Like,
I could do it by myself.
Right.
Yo, listen, bro, I'm the same.
It was just like,
yeah, I swear, I fuck with that, bro, because you're not gonna have me struggle because you wanna like half-ass. Fuck that. I'll do this shit by myself.
Oh, yeah.
I'll literally do it by myself. Oh, I'll literally do it with less people, less time, whatever it is. I'm going to work harder to show you I don't fucking need you.
Oh, word. There was definitely another time where like I got some new hire who just, all you got to do is drive, bro. You just got to follow the directions I'm giving you.
Yeah.
I'm on this route every day. Like, all you got to do is drive. This guy couldn't follow simple fucking directions on like, turn right at the next light, turn left into the, real simple fucking.
Yeah.
I kicked him out of the driver's seat, like, just sitting back, man. I drove the truck. I jumped it back, got the money out, did the deliveries, came back with it, scanned it, jumped back, and like, it was just more efficient that way. Like,
bro, literally, Sometimes, man, like I've definitely learned from experience, bro. Like if you want it done right, you gotta do it yourself, man.
But I didn't have to be such a dick about it. Like,
I mean, yeah, I get it. I get it, but like
I could have had a little understanding. Like, oh, you're a new hire, you might be a little nervous.
I think that come with being young, though, man.
Oh yeah,
it's not even just like
but
testosterone levels. It's just like just being young. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. It's then especially when you come from like that eager background, that hungry background. Like here comes somebody walking in, like everything is sweet. Motherfucker, shit ain't sweet. Get your ass up, move your feet. Like, come on now. Like,
I literally just moved 1,000 pounds of coin.
The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, facts. You know, it's funny. I would have made him buy breakfast. Literally.
Oh no, we don't stop for breakfast. That costs money.
Oh, I'm dead.
Like they paid us per stop. Like the rule was on my truck. The only time we get food on this truck is if we're running enough ahead of schedule, like that we have to wait for a bank to open.
Okay, nice.
Or one of like our food, because you pick up restaurants too. If one of our food stops hooks us up with food.
Really?
Yep. That's the only time we stop for food.
I mean, so that wasn't allowed. That was your rule. Yeah. That was your rule.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm like, that's not okay. That's not, you can't.
Oh no,
you can't do that to the employees.
Oh yeah, no. This is how it works on my truck.
That was your shit. I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you, man. Listen, I ain't mad at you.
I
mean, me, I would have got a new truck because I'm a baby with food. I gotta eat. I'd be like, all right, you know.
No,
you meet you, brother. Man, I'm gonna go over here. Like,
bring food. Yeah, bring food from home. That's cool.
All right, cool. Bet. Yeah.
Especially because I was the guy who jumped out with the money every day. So you're just sitting in the truck watching my back. You can sit and eat while I'm.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
To actually stop, go buy food, no, we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Like if our food's like I had, depending on the week, I had food stops that would always hook us up.
Nice.
And I always made sure I got something for my driver, even if I fucking hated you.
Nah, yeah, you get food, whatever.
You get food too. Like, tell me what you want.
So you wasn't that big of an asshole, bro. Like,
there's a lot of people that worked with me that'll say differently.
I'm dead.
Like, because I was a terror times. I whipped a bag of quarters at my partner at one point. Like,
wow, you threw a bag of quarters at somebody, bro?
Yeah. Well, so like the truck goes in open from the back all the way up to the driver, and like the driver's expected to get out and like help you as you push coin into the truck.
Yeah.
He took a call from like his wife or some shit. And like 1 second, like the door's open, I got like a whole cart of coin, and he's just like 1 second, and I'm just start stacking it up, and like he says something like, "My wife's more important than you." I just whipped a bag of quarters.
Nah, yeah. That was an asshole move. My wife's more important than you, motherfucker. We out here handling money. We could get robbed right now.
Yeah.
Bro, you can die right now.
Oh no, I know people. I know people shot on the job. I know people that, like, been robbed. Like,
listen, I love The Town. That's my favorite movie. Okay, so don't fucking play with me while I'm handling money as an armored guard. Okay, like, nah, we're not doing that, bro. Nah, what you mean? Like, fuck that. Yeah. I get it.
And like, we had another stop in the same parking lot. Yeah. So we're fighting as we're driving across the parking lot, and he gets out of the chair. He's like, "You want to go?" I'm like, "You really want to do this?
What do you want to do this right now, bro?"
He's like, "Just get out of the truck. Just get out of the truck." And I'm like, "I'm going to get out of the truck." I get out of the truck, I do the stop and come back in. And he settled down a little bit while I was inside the stop. And he's just like, "Yo, man, look at me. There's no scars on me. I've gotten in million fights in my life." I'm like, "You don't understand, man. If it had gotten to the point where we were really going to fight, I would have just shoved you into the bulkhead face first and started just punching you." Like,
you really got in already, bro.
There wouldn't have been the
outside the truck type of vibe. Yeah, fuck that.
Like, he's like, "You what?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. Like, if you provoke me to the point where I'm going to fight, I'm going to win."
Yeah, I get you, bro. I'm not with that shit, man.
I'm not with that shit either. But like,
yeah,
when I get to as a man, you get to that level. Sometimes you get provoked to that level, and it's like, I grew up getting into fistfights with my father, and like, it's one of those things where like,
oh, sorry.
When you get to that point,
yeah,
there's no big dog in it and puffing up and saying words.
It's not. You have to back your words up. You have to literally back up and like see what it is now. Now we got to see what it is now.
Well, for me, there's just no words. Like, we've gotten to the point, like, it's just violence time.
Yeah, pretty much. My uncle always told me, because that was like my father growing up, my uncle. He always told me, like, whenever you like got a problem with a man, like, you don't just like, you show, well, even if like you don't got a problem with a man, like, you walk into a room with a man, you show respect. Like, you always show respect first, because nobody owes you any respect. Nobody in this world owes you respect.
Damn right.
The only time they owe you respect is when you give it to them. So when you are approaching people, you approach them with the most respect. With the most respect, like, to the point where it feels sickening. You feel like you like, yes, master, no master, but it's respect. Because that person will know, like, yo, he had so much fucking respect. If they're good people, if they're bad people, they'll take it as a weakness and they'll disrespect you. Now at that point, you can treat them however you want to, and you have the right now. So it's about having the right for my uncle, having the right. You know what I mean? Like, so you don't just go out and like disrespect somebody, but if you have the right to do that, it's cool. Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah.
And that was our shit. So in school, I'll get into fights. He'll be like, what happened? And I'm like, so, you know, I asked him, can I borrow it? And he told me get the fuck out of his face. So I just punched him in the face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, literally. So he's like, yo, well, I'm going to just buy you one now so you ain't got to ask no more. You know what I mean? Like, but then there was times where I was just like, you know, like, we was joking on each other, and he said something about like grandma or some shit like that. He'd be like, well, you shouldn't have been joking. Come here. Take the belt off. You know what I mean? Like, literally, he was on one. Like, he was on one. He was never like, you know, biased in a sense. Like, he was always like, yo, if you gonna be a man, this is how we do it. Because that's how he carried himself. You know what I mean? So it was just like, you know, it was like morals in my house. Well, and with my uncle, whenever he was around, because he lived in Buffalo, we lived in the Bronx. So, you know, but I'd always knew I would get in trouble, get sent home. My grandmother wouldn't talk to me. I'll be home the next day, just doing whatever, and somebody ring the bell, and I'm just like, that's my uncle. That's my uncle. Shit, who is it? Uncle. And he'll say his name, whatever the case, know what I mean? Like, boom, like, and I'm just like, oh, he coming to beat my ass. Like, fuck, yo. Like, literally, but like, it was always cool because he'll come and he'll put the work in, and he won't talk to me for hours. He won't talk for hours to me, you know? And then after that, we'll have like one deep ass conversation, and that'll be the lesson, you know? And a lot of that shit stuck. Like when I turned 21 and 22 and was doing things I shouldn't have been doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, literally, it's just like, all right, cool. Let me not do that no more because that's not the way it goes. So like, yeah, it's
definitely not. Definitely. And I know for me now as an older dude, I try not to let people have their words have power over me. Like,
yes.
Like, and I try to teach this, like, well, not teach, but like express this to like anyone I talk to on here, especially people that get caught up in like the comment section and shit like that.
Yeah.
You don't know these people, like,
and they don't even know you,
right?
They don't know you.
Utterly do not matter.
They don't. They really don't. Like the words of somebody who actually knows your life matters more. But when they start being negative, then they don't matter then either. You know what I mean? Like literally, like negativity should never matter in your life. From a loved one, in the comment section, like it should never matter. Negativity, it should never matter, bro. Like recently I was going through something really like dark, like I told you, like depression wise or whatever the case, like, and I had to really get over it. And there was somebody out here talking very bad about me, like, you know, somebody I confided in a sense, like, and like, you know, opened up to with that. And they was like joking about it. And I'm just like, whoo, I feel for you. Wow, that's kind of like, that's dark of you as a person. That's kind of dark. Like, I kind of feel bad for you. You know what I mean? Like, literally, you know, because, like, you're doing that to the public in this industry.
Yeah.
Where they don't play that shit. They don't play that shit. You know what I mean? So, like, you're really kind of, like, digging a grave for yourself, in a sense, like, talking like that on me or anyone else. You know, like, so, like, that's just, I don't know. But at that point in time, it's just like, you know, you got to just, like, kind of, like, pray for them and just hope the best and just, like, keep living life, man. Like, you can't let nobody's words, like knock you down like that, bro. You can't.
People's words only have power on you if you give them power.
Yeah, man. And, like, you know what's funny? 9 times out of 10, like, they words don't even have power when you give them power. That's how I feel sometimes, man. Like, I'm just like even if I talk to you, like, it's just like, you know, we can talk all day, but like, you're not about to shake my vibe. Like, I'm pretty content with myself. Like, I love me. Like,
that's important.
Yo, I love me. So you ain't about to like break this right here. You know, like, good try. It's a good try. You know what I mean? But like, I'm gonna go that way now. You have a good day. I'm gonna pray for you. Just keep it moving, man. People are like, yo, people are wicked, and misery loves company, man. Misery loves company.
Well, and sometimes they're just lashing out because something else is going on in their world that has nothing to do with you.
Nothing to even do with you. You're just in their radar right now. For whatever reason. It might be work. crossing paths in the bathroom.
Personal life, the wife yelled at them. Wife yelled at them before they left the house this morning. Who fucking knows?
Whatever it is, man.
And the problem is because we're all like the center of our own story. People take it as like, oh, this obviously has something to do with me. No, motherfucker, they're not even thinking about you.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that shit. That happens too often. Too often.
It happens with insults of romantic relationships. Like, oh, what the fuck? How dare this girl like do the X? And like, bro, she probably hasn't reached out because she's not even fucking thinking about you.
Pretty much, yeah. She's not. Like, she's trying to like get past you. Pretty much, in a sense.
She's trying to get past you, or she's got something going on with her work, her family, her friends, 100 other things that are going on in her life besides you.
Yeah. That is true, man. That is true. A lot of guys take shit personal. Man. But like, especially being a sex worker, it's like, you don't understand. It's like, it's so many avenues. If you don't have a team of people like backing you up, you have to do a lot. So yeah, I'm not thinking about you. I'm not trying to argue with you. Like, if you're not like making me feel happy right now, I'm about to just ignore you for the rest of the day, because I can be editing, or I can be uploading to Pornhub, or X videos, or MiniVids, or MiniVids Crush. Or I could be doing like a promo for the MiniVids competition. Or I could be doing the photo shoot. Or it could be, it's just so
or in the gym.
Bro, it's just so many ways as a porn star, content creator, to build my brand in so many avenues.
Yeah.
So why would I waste my time? It's so many avenues that I need to focus on. Because I'm one person. I can't do them all at one time. So I probably did the first 5 Monday through Friday, but now I got to deal with the next one. So you know what? I'm about to focus on that one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I just don't, like, you can't let people's words, like, get to you, because, like, people will try to, like, knock you down. Like, people want to see you win, or people, like, maybe don't care about seeing you win or seeing you lose until you start winning more than them.
Yep.
That's when it becomes an issue.
You don't matter until
you have more than me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, literally, that's really how they think. Like,
well, and so that comes from back in the day when resources were finite, and your tribe may have to have fought someone else's tribe for those limited resources. But we're in 2023. The resources aren't exactly finite.
Come on now, it's not the same no more. Especially in this game too. Porn. Yep. Come on now, it's a lane for everybody in porn.
Oh yeah,
for everybody. You can make money in porn, bro.
I do. I mean, what are we doing right now?
Thank you. Okay, so it's like, I don't understand, man. People but that's just that whole small mindedness, like you said, like having like somewhere to like learn or whatever the case. You got to be willing to go find the information, because it's there. Whether you're a content creator, porn star, stripper, IG model, the information is there, but you can't like be closed off to things and drop the titles.
Yeah.
Titles don't pay bills.
Hell no, they don't.
They do not pay bills. It don't matter what you are. It's about making money. Are you making money or are you not? If you're not, then let's make you some money. If you are, it don't matter what they see you as. Make your money.
Right. As long as they see you.
And you know where I learned that from? Sarah J. Love you, girl. Love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, Sarah J is like my fucking mentor. You know what I mean? Like, so at the end of the day, it's just like, it's about making money. It's not about the fame. It's not about the clout. It's about being able to secure yourself and your people, your team, whether you have a team, your family, your mother, your daughter, your sister, your fucking dog. Your dog needs food and toys. Like,
right? Come
on now, you need space too. It's about like making the money and securing yourself, investing in yourself, building, like, stuff like that, man. So it's just like, don't feed into the bullshit. It's just too much of that, man. It's too much of that going on anyway. You're just gonna add to fucking global warming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are. So if you love the planet, don't do that.
I agree.
Word.
But Maze, we've been at this for almost 2.5 hours.
I love it.
I'm gonna call last call on this motherfucker, get you to the expo.
Yes, sir.
So before we get out of here, can they find you on the things?
Got you. So basically, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, OnlyFans, MiniVids. It's all the same. Mazee 2 E's the Goat. Mazee the Goat. I'm on there. Check me out. I got my merch line coming out. I got my whole Greatest of All Thoughts lingerie coming out. Goatish. podcast is coming out soon. Excuse me. Yeah, man, like that's pretty much what it is. I'm gonna be low key for the next few months. So if you guys want to see me live, you can like hit me up and figure out where this next men's physique show is gonna be at. My little bodybuilding show that I'm doing. It's gonna be in Vegas for sure, but I'll have that location posted on my social medias. You know, if you guys want to come out and show love.
Oh yeah! Thank you for doing the show.
Thank you, bro.
My
For the
pleasure.
tequila. I appreciate it.
And as always, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. and Slayer on Facebook, twitch.tv/Matt F. and Slayer, patreon.com/Matt Slayer for the video versions, the uncensored video versions, the whole video back catalog. And you can find the podcast at And Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Now we drink.